Welcome back, everyone. I'm Tyler, and this is your Anime Degens Bullshit Hour, episode 54. And not only is it episode 54, it's our super kawaii Valentine's Day special. And we have a super fun lineup today. Basically, we're just going to bullshit about romance for the whole episode. And I'm pretty excited about that. So to kick things off, Dan and Bass isn't here, of course. They wasn't able to make it this week, unfortunately. But we do have two special guests today with me. And y'all have already met them before. Our first guest is, we have the expert of magical girls and ecchi, our part-time co-host, the Twitter man himself, Creags. How you doing, my man?
Good. How are you? I didn't know I became an expert on that stuff, but I guess if you look at my Twitter feed, it would kind of determine that I am.
Well, according to Dan and Bass, I think you're pretty much of an expert at this time. I almost said expert. So
that would have been better, honestly.
And our second guest, he's the expert of anime titties himself, Dr. Love, aka Ash from the Simping For Senpai Podcast.
I'm glad to be back. Honestly, This is gonna be fun as hell.
Yeah, I'm glad to have y'all two in. I'm missing Dan and Bass. I was actually gonna make them watch like Wodakoi.
You should have.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect like Valentine's Day episode. So
yeah, because they were asking about fucking like adults and freaking romance, and that's the perfect one with adults and it's romance.
I was legit gonna make them do it. So
because it hits every fucking level. Like what you can think of. You have nerds like literally falling in love. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have loved it.
Fuck yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't get to. But there is always next year. And hell, I might make them watch it before next year and just force them to watch something else next year. So, but I guess before we get started with the news, this is my time to say the best way to support us is to rate the podcast, tell your friends. Don't forget, we're putting like the videos for the Degen bullshit hours onto YouTube now. Linktree.com/anime Degens, or just search for us. Also go make sure you check out Simping For Senpai Podcast. You know, Ash, he's a great guy. They're very, very knowledgeable over there. They're pretty much just like us, honestly. Give them a rating as well. And also, I've been a guest over there before, you know, probably be a guest, you know, sometime again. It's always a fun time. Soon. So, and also you need to go check out Creags. Like I said, his Twitter, we've talked about his Twitter for the past 5-6 episodes, honestly, like the past month. If you ain't checked it out yet, you should go check it out. He also does some streaming stuff, on Twitch. What do you stream? Like Pokemon, Zelda, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, whatever's coming up. I'll be playing the new Final Fantasy game as soon as that drops.
Good old Final Fantasy stuff. Okay. That's about it. Just make sure you support us. That's the best way to help us. It's free. And as always, if you have any interesting topics that you'd like for us to discuss on the podcast, you know, always let us know in Discord, socials, all that stuff. I'm pretty active on everything. So, but I guess that gets us into the news for this section. And as you noticed, there was no rundown this week because Dan and Bass is out. So it will be releasing on Saturday. I'm pretty sure we're going to record it on like Friday night. So it'll be late, but it won't be completely gone.
Look forward to that.
Stay tuned for that, y'all. I know y'all are going to miss it coming out on Tuesday, but don't worry. It'll be there. We'll get it. We'll talk about Frieren and all the fun shows. So
Frieren's so good.
But
anime of the year, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 2024 anime of the year. I'm calling it. So it could have got 2023 maybe too. So
yeah, but then we get the whole Jujutsu Kaisen crap essentially because it'll be the Jujutsu Kaisen rule because was it like in December the first half ended, but the second half literally started right after, and it won anime of the year. So
yeah.
It could be one of those ones. It should be. But no, wait, no. Freeren's like 26 episodes, though. I think it's supposed to be when it's done. So it's not the typical 24.
Wait, I thought it was supposed to be like 28.
Yeah,
Oh, 28. Yeah, it's not the typical that we normally get.
Yeah.
Because
because
it's
we
either
got
12
4.
episodes, 13, or 24. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, if you go back early 2010s, you get 50 episodes as a fucking season.
Yeah, or the 25 was the one.
Or yeah, 25 was Your Lie in April, I think it was.
Yeah, and then if
Yeah.
you're Anohana, you do 11 episodes.
11 episodes. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Go watch Anohana. It's great. God damn it. Oh, I love that one so much.
I'm
Anyways,
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm pretty sure
Dude.
that is a romance too, right?
It is.
It's
So
oh,
Tyler,
dude, Tyler, you better
this is right
prepare
up your
yourself.
alley.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are.
you
are.
will.
It's
And if
kind of
you-
sad.
And if you don't, you're a fucking robot.
Listen, I just watched I just rewatched First Kiss That Never Ends just like right before I got on, and I was crying over the last few episodes. So I cry easily, bro. The second piece of news I got is I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but Funimation announced that they're closing down on April 2nd now.
Yeah.
End of an era.
Yeah.
Dude, the backlash to that right now is insane, dude. Every
Yeah.
Discord, every anime Discord I'm in, almost everyone was talking about it.
Yeah. Well, so there's a couple reasons why.
Yeah.
First, the biggest reason, well, the biggest legit reason is Crunchyroll's not going to honor the Funimation like digital copies or whatever.
Yep.
That's huge,
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
This is why I urge people to buy physical.
Yeah. So imagine spending like your money on that for all those years, and Crunchyroll just saying, "Well, as of this time, we have no plans of making that work." So that's just wild. But
And the weird thing is everyone has been saying it, and I'm kind of in that majority as well. This is Crunchyroll's villain arc right now. For doing this. Like honestly, it is. Because like, dude, like I've been paying what, like $7.99 for my fucking damn Crunchyroll. Then they're upping the prices by doubling it.
well, that is actually misinformation.
It is, but it's if you're grandfathered in from that, you're supposed to still pay what you're normally paying. That's what I read from the Funimation side of the stuff.
Well, so a lot of people is getting confused. They're thinking that Crunchyroll is raising their prices like across the board or whatever. But the only prices that are being raised is if you're switching from the Funimation sub, which is obviously $55 or whatever, and you're now having to pay the yearly Crunchyroll sub. Now, after starting next year, you have to switch over and pay the Crunchyroll sub, which is $99. A lot of people think that Crunchyroll is charging people $55 right now and are gonna charge them $99 in the future because their price is going up. But I just want to let people know that it's been that way. It's been $99 for years now because I've been paying $99 for like 3 years now. So
yeah, I remember the days when it used to be 70.
Yeah.
For the whole year.
Yes. So there's a little bit of miscommunication. I think the emails was written pretty poorly, and it caused a lot of people to misunderstand that they're actually just talking about current Funimation subs having to switch to current Crunchyroll sub pricing, and that Crunchyroll isn't actually raising their prices. It's just, yet anyways. I mean, not saying it won't happen because now Funimation's gone. I mean, what's stopping them? High Dive?
High Dive.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
it.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
High Dive with the etchy shows.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
And High Dive is still affordable. Like,
Yeah.
it's still dirt ass cheap to like do it, and it has great stuff on there. It sucks that it lost a lot of licensing for certain ones, Legend of Galactic Heroes, but it's the like that was the main staple, the reason why I had my High Dive account, because I get to rewatch Legend of Galactic Heroes whenever I want without me having to pirate it.
Yeah.
And now I have to go back to pirate it again. It's like, man, and I'm about to do my 5th rewatch of that thing. It's so good. God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they also had oregairu on there too, or at least,
They had,
a couple
they
seasons.
did. They had the first 2 seasons, but the third one, since it was a Crunchyroll exclusive one, that's it kind of changed it a
Yeah.
bit. But I watched them on Hulu before they did the whole Crunchyroll switch.
Yeah, they had that. They had Food Wars. They had a lot of good. Was it Sentai Filmworks? Is what
Morse.
Yeah, they partner with them. Clannad was on there. They had a lot of great shows on High Dive.
I think Clannad's still on there, right? Or
it's still there.
Hulu now?
It's still there, but Hulu is like almost exclusively just always showing that one though.
Okay. All right, we'll go watch Clannad too, everybody.
Yes.
I'm actually first.
That may or may not be brought up later in the episode.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So it's High Dive. You know, if it actually had like a semi decent functionality, like it could be a competitor.
Okay. No, you want to know about semi decent functionality? Fucking Amazon sucks, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Like when I used to watch a bunch, like when Vinland Saga was exclusively on Amazon, I waited every week to watch it, and it was great. It just sucks when the player crashes randomly or sometimes turns off the subtitles. I hated that.
Well, it's like Hulu. Hulu for me, like I literally would rather pirate like Undead Unluck and stuff, because if I'm not watching on my TV, if I'm having to watch it on my computer or whatever, the subtitles suck, man. They are trash.
They are the few that don't allow you to change the default colors to those, because they have it set to white on some of them, and some have it yellow.
Yeah, I think mine's yellow, but they're like so small.
Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah, but the problem is, it's like it could fill into the background. You can't freaking read it sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just struggle to read it on like Undead Unluck and even Bleach.
Yeah, that's what they kind of
coming on. So,
and the thing is, the letters don't have the black outlines on them.
Yeah.
So it like that makes it more difficult to actually just check it out.
So I would literally just like pirate that shit, and because their subtitles would be better, honestly. So, which is unfortunate. I hate to do that, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in order to actually understand what the hell is going on. So,
I get it.
But I guess that's it with like Funimation. It's closing out on April 2nd. I guess like we said, end of the era. It's gonna be a sad time. I remember when I used to pay for Funimation and Crunchy both at the same time, and I was so excited that Crunchy came along, and I was like, I'm not gonna have to pay that $5.99 no more, or $4.99, whatever the hell it was. And now look at us. So we ain't even get all the shows that Funimation had. Like it ain't even all migrated over yet. So
I know that's the issue as well. It's like they have still all the other ones that are not there that people should be watching, because like, for instance, me and my buddies, the last time we used Funimation, we went from beginning to end. Well, end to the point where they had it in Funimation. We watched all of Initial D. Like we watched it together. And like we couldn't watch Final Stage because Final Stage was exclusively only like subbed, and you have to get it off either a pirated site or you have to own it, because the last season was never like Crunchyroll never owned it, Funimation never owned it. I think Kadokawa was the one that owned it, so you couldn't fucking get it anywhere. You had to get the DVD, and it was only 6 episodes. The final 6 episodes of the series. That's all it was. It's like, the fuck. So you're paying $60 for 6 episodes? Damn.
$10 an episode, bro. I mean,
dude, it's such a good series though.
But I guess that's all for me. I don't really have any more news. I'll let y'all say what y'all want to say, as I think y'all both got news, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just I guess Creags, you can go ahead and go, and we'll just do it like that.
All right, for my Fate fans, Fate Stay Night visual novel is getting its first official English release coming to Switch and Steam. Wow. So we can actually say we are supporting the original source material. So I am excited to do that. I don't know when it's coming out. They just said 2024, so I don't have a date yet.
Probably the 3rd quarter, most likely.
Yeah, that's my guess, fall.
Yeah, fall sounds about right.
Yeah, especially if they're really announcing it now, it would make sense for it to come out like later in the year or so.
Yeah. And then some sadder news. Tomohiro Murakawa, the creator of the World of Naru manga, has died at 53 years old. So I actually didn't know about this, but this is a like a romantic comedy, and this looks like it'd be right up my Tyler's alley.
Oh yeah, probably.
I believe he passed away, unfortunately, due to a heart condition. So
that sucks.
Always upset to hear that.
Yeah. God, that sucks.
Unfortunate. It takes the best of us.
It does, which sucks. It's like, especially if like they haven't finished their work, it's like it's never gonna be completed. No.
Yeah.
You'll never see the ending, which sucks.
Yeah, this had a pretty good run from 1999 to 2012, 13 volumes. So
Jesus, it must have been a monthly series then.
That's what I'm thinking. It was a monthly, and the anime dropped in 2003 with 12 episodes.
Oh damn!
Looks like a fun little thing. So
I'm about to check it out then.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check this out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh wow. R.I.P.
Yep. Is that all you got, Creags?
Yep, that's all I have.
All right, we'll give it to Ash now.
All right, cool. Do you guys like a nice balanced breakfast?
Definitely.
Well, Dragon Ball Z and Reese's Puffs cereal are now in a collaboration. There are 7 different boxes of Reese's Puff that you can get with 7 different characters, which include your boys Goku, Vegeta, Adult Trunks, Piccolo, Cell, Frieza, and Boo. Fat Boo.
Okay.
And you can get those boxes exclusively at Sam's Choice. Or Sam's Club. At Sam's Club.
Okay.
Which is weird because it's like they should just do it everywhere. Like if I were to see that at like a local Albertsons, Ralph's, Vaughn's, freaking Costco, I'd buy all 7 of them. They had it all there.
You know,
just have the boxes.
You probably know why they're doing it. They're probably Sam's is probably trying to target anime people to come by the membership.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If you do it at Costco as well, you can up your fucking shit too. It's like, dude, come on. And you get the fat boxes, the freaking family size.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting for that though. So I mean, and then for people like if you guys actually do have like Sam's Club and you guys see those out there, like come into like either Tyler's Discord, my Discord, whoever's Discord, and start posting that you got those things because I want to see to make sure that is actually real because I have a Sam's Club, but I don't have a club membership, so I probably might not do that.
Does it say when it's dropping?
It says in April.
Okay, April. Gotcha.
Yeah, so look out at your local freaking Sam's Clubs for that, in case you want your Dragon Ball Z Reese's Puff collabs.
Watch them sell that shit out, bro.
Yeah. And then earlier today, when we were just chatting and stuff like that, I forgot about this specific thing because they finally gave us a goddamn release date. So the Japanese live action of the City Hunter film is set to come out on Netflix on April 25th, which I am so goddamn excited about this. I love City Hunter, old school shonen, but this was like good ass shonen, like good. This this literally set the tropes to like what most shonens have nowadays. And if you haven't seen City Hunter, no, well, no, not really. It's more like Nakama family.
Okay.
Essentially that brotherhood, they do have that. It's not the power of friendship because because the main dude is usually with a partner, but the partner, she is always just there for missions and stuff like that to help him out. But it's like essentially the main character being kind of like a pervert, freaking just a super fucking strong and intelligent protagonist, all that stuff. You get that all in City Hunter, and it's amazing. It's from like the 80s, and it's so good. Like if you have not seen that, either go watch that or go watch the film. Because back in 1993, Jackie Chan actually starred in an actual City Hunter film as well that was pretty good to the source material. So if you ever go on YouTube and you look up Jackie Chan City Hunter, 9 times out of 10 you find that scene where he's dressed up like Chun-Li. That's from the City Hunter movie.
Okay. Is that like a live action movie?
Yes, that's also a live action movie as well. But the thing is like this is an actual like dedicated one that they're finally doing, which took them so long because there was a French one called Nicky Larson. I think that's what it was. I'm probably going to get shit for that, for saying it wrong, because I know a buddy of mine that listens to me whenever I drop shit all the time. Like he's a huge City Hunter fan, like massive. He has any type of figurine you can think of. He has it. It's fucking crazy. Go check out City Hunter. It's actually a really good series.
I haven't never seen it. Have you, Creags?
I have not seen it. No.
You should check it out. It's fucking awesome. The fucking theme songs are so good. It's all city pop, baby.
Okay.
You like city pop? You're gonna love their outros and intros. And then this last one, which is kind of saddening. New Jersey Anime Next 2024. They canceled the event.
Oh.
So everyone on the New Jersey area that's looking for your next anime con, well, this one just got canceled.
That's unfortunate. Is that the one that? No, that was New York. Did they like move back or whatever? Right.
New York Comic Con and like Anime New York, it's still there. They haven't I haven't really seen much of what's going on about that because I think they're supposed to be having something like in the next month or two. I'm not 100% sure. I rarely know most of the conventions out on the East Coast, but according to this, they're pretty much were saying that all attractions and stuff like that, they've been getting smaller and smaller, but they've been also increasing the prices of everything recently. So like kind of nobody wants to work and actually be a part of that convention. So that's essentially why it just like it canceled.
So they played themselves. I see what they did. Okay.
To be fair, if you're not like a big name convention, you're not going to get a lot of fucking recognition. You're not A-Con, you're not DreamCon, you're not freaking Anime Expo. You're not freaking... I don't even know if Crunchyroll still does freaking Crunchyroll Expo.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, because like if you're not those big... If you're not Comic-Cats, if you're not those big-ass names, you're not going to do anything. It's like you kind of really need to like keep your stuff like low price and all that stuff until more and more attractions come in. Shit, just like go ask like voice actors to go there too. Like honestly, that's always like the biggest thing, but it just sucks that had to happen. We lose one anime convention, but there's probably small local ones as well for people to go check out. But if you're in the New Jersey area, Anime Next is canceled for you guys, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, and that sucks because New Jersey, it's a bigger hub for that kind of stuff, right? You would think so.
Yeah. You literally have New York right next to you. Like, and there's a shit ton of people in New York or go to New York, like Comic-Con and Anime New York all the damn time. That shit is always packed. Every time I see a video, it's just as packed as AX sometimes, man. Like, they could easily have like done some sort of collab with them and just, kind of push it where it's like, if they can't have specific people here, the following month they could do something over there. And they could do like, oh, well, if you bought a ticket to like, Anime New York, you get 20% off your ticket if you go over here or something like that. That would make it better. But, planning that shit sucks. And it's hard to get people that want to actually go there. So it is what it is.
Yeah, GG's. Who knows? They might come back too. So, is that all you got, Ash?
That was my last one. There was another one I had, but I mean, it dealt with the voice actress that did God damn it, Mikasa. Like she got threatened, and the guy that threatened her, he got like sent to prison for like 5 years because that's a no-no in Japan.
They better watch out, Aaron. Like he's killed so many people. What's one more, bro?
Okay. Sidebar on this one. If you are one of those fucking anime fans that do that shit, stop fucking doing that. You stop production sometimes by doing that. Don't fucking do that. Let them do their goddamn job. That's what they're there to do, man. Like honestly, stop that shit. Like I always see a fucking piece of news every month, something about that all the damn time, and I'm sick of it, man. Like, don't do that. And that's why, like, some of these voice actresses, they just, like, stop. They quit sometimes, too, on shows.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the hell? Like, don't do that. Please don't do that.
There's so many weirdos that don't really know boundaries and don't really have common sense, I feel like, so.
And it sucks because that's how we are in a society. Because we have people that are, like, for instance, like us, we're sociable. Like, we talk to each other. We talk to people we probably don't even know half the time. But then there are all those people that are like the most secluded, essentially like neats the entire time that just don't really interact with people, talk crap online. And then the moment something that they like gets like bashed or something that they didn't enjoy watching, they just freaking go and just light a fuse up someone's ass every time. And it's annoying. I hate that.
Yeah, it's definitely bad, especially like you said for the actual actors and stuff. They're just doing what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
So they're just portraying a character that they did not write. So
Yeah. Yeah, because then we get essentially what happened with Darlene and the Franks. Like they had to delay it 2 weeks because the voice actress, she didn't want to leave her house because she was getting death threats,
yeah,
which fucking sucks. It's like, dude, that's the type of shit that happens. And why does it why is that normal? That should not be normal at all.
yeah.
That's it for my rant.
Well, I guess that's all for the news, though. I mean, it was pretty good stuff today. So,
Yeah.
the first thing we're gonna talk about today on this episode, like I said, it's gonna be just bullshitting about romance and the spirit of Valentine's Day. And the first thing we really want to do is just talk about our favorite shows. We're gonna go through our top 3 all-time romance shows, our favorite top 2 newer shows, like last couple of years, and also like a hidden gem / underrated show. We're gonna do all that because it's Valentine's Day. It's time to share some of our favorite shows with everyone else. If you haven't seen these shows, this is what we're doing this for. That way you can check out some of the great ones. And especially the hidden gem ones and like the newer shows. Sometimes a lot of people don't really know about those shows. So, but that's what we're doing here. We're just bullshitting. Just telling y'all what we like. So I guess the first one up is, like I said, top 3 all time romance anime shows, and Creags is gonna get us started with that.
All right, I'm happy to do that.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm standing on business today.
Oh shit! He ready.
Damn.
He ready.
So for anyone who is in the audio space, I just flashed the first volumes of my 3. So, little known fact: if I go out and buy the manga or light novel, that means I really like it. And my favorite romance, I'll start with this one. This is easily the best one I've ever seen, and is arguably one of the best romance ever named. It's Oregairu, or my teen romantic comedy as gone wrong as expected.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Because not everyone knows about the mistranslation of that thing. That's why.
Yeah.
I always just call it snafu, just for everyone to go check it out like that.
Snafu. So this one is basically Hachiman Hikagai is kind of like a loner, and he submits this essay where he's just calling everyone phonies. It's very Catcher in the Rye-ish, if you ever read that book, Holden Caulfield. And his teacher, Miss Haraska, she's annoyed with him. So as a punishment, she forces him to join a club because he's not part of any club. He doesn't socialize. He goes to school and he goes home and hangs out with his sister. So he joins the service club, where he meets Yukino Shida. And she has a cold kind of personality, and they kind of clash a little bit. And as we go on through the series, Yuiga Hama joins. She's very bubbly. She's a Genki girl. Tyler knows all about that.
One of my favorite types of girls, and my favorite trope is Yui.
Genki.
Yui is my favorite trope.
So essentially, they're tasked with helping other students, other clubs, collaborating with other schools, and this whole show goes on. I believe the whole timeline is 1 year, and you just follow these characters as they kind of all grow and just learn about themselves, learn about love, feelings. I don't want to spoil too much because I can really get into this, but this is easily my favorite.
And it is also like one of my favorites too. Just letting everybody know, this is like either tied for 1 or top 2 for me, honestly. Like it's just so good. Even though in this kind of episode that we're doing right now, it's gonna make me go back and rewatch this because it's been about 5 years since I've seen oregairu. So I definitely need to go back and rewatch it again, because like I said, it's just a wonderful time.
Dude,
Don't worry, Tyler. I got you.
Hey, there we go.
Dude, not only that, this show also has like a waifu for everybody.
Yeah.
Legitimately a waifu for everybody. You like the little sister thing? Komachi's right there. You like kind of like the Garu type of girl? Freaking Saki is right there. You like a femboy? Saika is right there. I fucking love, dude. Saika. The first time I met Saika, I was like, Saika's my favorite character immediately. I like sometimes traps in a bunch of animes, but Saika is just damn too adorable and keeps that actual like attraction with like Hachiman so well. I fucking love Saika so much.
Oh my god, yeah. And then Miss Haraska,
Miss
like
Haraska.
teacher. Oh, was it Ebina? She's into BL. She is hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's right. I fucking love her. Dude, oh my god. Iroha as well, if you like that freaking young, that little like kohai freaking girls. Like there you go.
Roha Ishiki, yep.
Yeah, dude, fuck. I did not like her at first when she first came around in the second season, but then I started slowly liking her a bit more. And actually it was not a bad character. Now Yukina's sister, on the other hand. Haruno. I hated her so much, but it's like that hate you have for that love hate you have with fucking tsunderes, because it's like I love tsunderes. That's the only reason why I hated her / loved her a lot. Yeah. But Yukino's still been my favorite one in the entire series, though.
If tsunderes do their part correctly, they will make you do that. They will make you love and hate them at the same time. That's just if they're a good tsundere, they will. So
that's why Dan and Bass gave me that weird look when I told them, I was like, I love tsunderes, and then they're like, what the fuck? It's like tsunderes are awesome. What are you talking about? The girl will love you, but she will talk smack to you the entire time. So I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I can handle it. I'm pretty strong.
That's one of the reasons why I showed them like one of the best tsunderes, like in Taiga, from Toradora.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like that's one of the best tsunderes out there. She does it so well. So, and unfortunately, it wasn't for them. Which the high school, the school romances, it's not everybody likes it. So, and this is one of those. This is the school romances, and I absolutely enjoy them. So, but and plus the comedy hits.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yes, it does.
Yeah, and this oregairu, the comedy hits, and I feel like Hachiman, like the character growth with him is so high, and like I said, we got Yui. That's my favorite character. That's probably my favorite like romance slice of life character ever. So honestly,
nice.
I ain't gonna say best waifu because that's what Yurichi is. So
okay. All right. I like that. Damn, that's a good fucking start. Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, I came out swinging today.
Yeah, holy shit. Did Tyler tell you that me and him talked about oregairu for like a while too on my show?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we did. It's like we kind of overtook it. I was like, oh shit, wait, we were supposed to be talking about something else. It's like, oh fuck.
And we did it again on the tropes episode when I started talking about the Genki girls. Like I said, Yui, I just love Yui so much, the character. Like her, they're just so good, bro.
God, so good.
Yeah, this is one of my top shows. Y'all should definitely check it out. I think High Dive has the first 2 seasons we was talking about, and Crunchyroll has the third, right?
Crunchyroll has all 3, and also Hulu has the first 2, I think.
Okay.
So
the third one.
I can't remember, but I think High Dive did a post a little while ago. They got all 3 back.
Oh, even better. There you go.
I'd have to go to their social media and like scroll down, but
yeah. Well, it's on one of them. Crunchyroll should have them. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna be watching this really soon. I started rewatching Kaguya-sama.
Excellent.
Like in the last few days, and so after that, I'm planning on rewatching oregairu and just working my way down some of these shows that we're talking about. So, because It's been so long, bro. Like it's been 5 years, I think, since I've watched Oregairu, and
You know what's funny
that's
too?
crazy.
Too long, man.
You know what's funny too? Like my Yukina's like right here as well.
It's
like I have it literally. It's always right next to me, like on my
It's
desk.
show and tell time.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck yeah. Oh, I also have the Yukina in the Chinese dress as well.
Okay.
That
This one's for you,
great.
Tyler.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get me some.
Showing off.
I really wish they would release all the girls. Because it's just Yuigahama, Yukino, and Aroha. That's all I see.
I know.
Come on. Give me all of them.
I need Asuka. I need the teacher. Like I love the teacher.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah. She has the worst luck.
Oh yeah, she does.
Sorry. All right, Tyler, who's next? before we go insane in this.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go next. And then Ash will go after me. Okay. And my first one I want to talk about, like I said, Oregairu was one of my first or second top shows. But in this one I want to talk about is Hana Yori Dango. Have any of y'all heard about that? Either one of y'all?
So I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you actually threw me a loop. I have not heard of this.
You've seen it, Ash?
I heard of it. I've never seen it, actually.
So this is Boys Over Flowers. And this is either tied for my number one or is my number two. Like I said, Oregairu and this goes back and forth for me. This show is like set in a private elite high school that's kind of like home to the kids of elite business people, even some famous people. And it follows this girl named Makino. She's from a poor family, and she stands up for her friend one day when they're getting bullied by the F4, which are the four most popular, powerful, and wealthiest boys of the school. And so I love this show so much. Like, this is an older show. It was back in 1996, I believe. It's got like 51 episodes. It didn't really finish it. Like, it tied it off, but the manga is different, because they stopped airing for some reason and just finished it off. Not sure why. I really wish that they would like remake this and do it the right way and stuff. But like, this is full of drama. This is your high school full of drama. It's a pretty aggressive show, honestly, and it's got like the love polygon type thing going on. Like, if you love the high school drama romances, but with a little spice, then this is for you. Like I said, this is tied with or 1 and 2 with Oregairu for me. It just keeps me on my toes. Always wonders what's gonna happen. And I honestly didn't expect what happened to happen. So, but yeah.
You know what the funny part is? The only reason why I know this series, it's because of the Japanese live action.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I know it. Sadly,
I haven't watched that. It's one of my plan to watches really soon because I've heard it's really good too. Which romances and slice of lives, like, they do live actions really well. So, but if y'all haven't seen this yet, even though it is an older looking show, since it is 1996, you should definitely check this out. It's a really good show.
I get it.
Okay. Do you know where to watch it, Tyler?
It was on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
No, I haven't checked in a while. I watched it last year. I'm pretty sure my buddy Scoofy, I told her to watch it. It's one of her favorite romances now, and I'm pretty sure she watched it on Crunchyroll as well.
It is on Crunchyroll. I just looked it up right now.
Yep, I was doing the same thing.
Hell yeah.
I was like, all right, let me check.
We were ready. Prepared.
Yeah. It's one of those shows that it just it makes you frustrated, like, why y'all doing this, I mean, it's like any high school show.
So is it the common romance, miscommunications?
Not really. So it's like she's in love with, so like I said, there's these 4 boys. They're and they're kind of the bullies or whatever, and they each like are different personalities, and she's kind of in love with one of them. And like she, but she's also fighting against them too because they're bullies, and when she defended her friend, they started bullying her instead. You know what I mean? It's like the classic. Do y'all watch Tamazaki-chan?
Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
It's like that. It's like that scenario with I forget her name. The little girl. She started getting bullied or whatever because she stood up for the quiet girl or whatever. It's kind of the same
exactly.
thing. So except there's romance involved, and she's a poor girl, and it goes from like really like aggressive / bullying themes in the beginning to a more serious romance in the end. So it's quite an interesting watch. That's why I said if you like high school romances with a little bit of spice, then this is for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be added to my list.
Yeah. Definitely should check it out. I guess if y'all don't have anything else for that, Ash is next.
So I mentioned it earlier. It might come back later on. Clannad is my number 3.
Okay.
Like Clannad, I've seen it twice. The funny part is I saw it more recently, and I didn't realize how much I did not appreciate it the first time I watched it. Like honestly, Clannad is one of those older series that's done by my favorite anime studio of all time, Kyoto Animation, which is like honestly everything. When you want something beautiful looking, pretty, especially eyes mainly, you will get that with this series too. Because even though like they have the old school style where like their eyes look massive and stuff like that, they're beautiful looking eyes. Yeah, it's so good. Honestly, Clannad, it feels like a comedy majority of the time when you're watching it at the very, very beginning. But then you start slowly catching up or start catching the small little glimpses that you realize is actually a bit darker than what it actually is. Because we have like one of the characters, she fights bullies like at night, which is freaking insane. She ends up kicking like these dudes that were on these punks that were on a moped like right off of it. It's freaking awesome. Like that happens in like within like the first 5 episodes of the series.
Okay.
And then we also have like it has a second season which is After Stories. And After Stories is just it's a continuation from what happened towards the end of it. I think it's like 5 years later. I think that's what it is. It's either 4 or 5 years. I don't remember how far along it was. Okay.
I've always heard it's sad.
Dude, so if you ever go to my anime list and look up Clannad's like at 8.2, something like that. After Story is like almost 9. It's almost there, dude. Like it's phenomenal.
So
good.
And After Story, I feel like that hit home to a lot of people, and that's why people like it. It's very relatable.
It's super relatable.
I'm not going to say exactly what happens, but I feel like a lot of people are in this situation that these characters find themselves in.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes it like one of these anime like so good is because they are relatable. So,
the thing is, this one is like besides Oregairu, because Oregairu is also super relatable as well. On top of that, this one hits deep though, man.
Yeah, it does.
It does, because you have almost every single situation you can think of when it comes to, you know, essentially being in high school and stuff like in high school you don't ever want to experience. You can experience it here watching the show. And it's sad again in a lot of situations. This thing is probably like 40% sad and like 40% comedy, and then the other 20% is just sugary goodness. Like a lot of sugary goodness. But dude, they mix it so well. And it's a shame that there's a lot of shows that try to do like the formula that Clannad did, but they can't. They really can't. But there's a lot of other good, like even though this is like my number 3 overall, like this is still like one of the best ones to watch. But the thing is like there are other shows that do other things specifically that Clannad can't do, because Clannad is just follows the way how it was into that formula to the peak. These ones do like this on the other ones, but these whenever they do these up downs, some of them are kind of like, Jesus, what the hell is going on? Clannad though, if you want simple and calm, it's actually really simple and calm. after I finished watching After Stories for the second time, I think I stopped watching anime for like a month because I could not handle anything after that, dude.
Just emotionally took you out.
Dude, yeah, because it's essentially when like you play like a video game, for instance, and you're like, oh yeah, because you get two moods. You're like, or actually no, technically three moods. You get the like, hell yeah, I beat it. Damn, that took so long, but it was great. Or you get the like, maybe I wasted my time. Then you get the other ones that are like, did I play the game or did the game fucking play me? Because that's what you get in Clannad. After Stories, right after finishing that, you literally get that. I think the anime was watching me the entire time because Jesus Christ. It's a good fucking show. Everyone needs to definitely check it out. It's older, yes, but it's still a classic and it's amazing.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm like halfway through the first season of Clannad, and I can vouch like it does have like the humor there. I don't know if it's like I don't feel like it's all the way humor or whatever.
I mean,
It's got
because
the
you get
sad undertones, I feel like,
yeah,
but
it
there's like
does.
not a whole lot of sad things going on right now. So
Yeah, like Sanohara, I love that character so much. And like he's like the goofball the entire time because he puts himself in those stupid situations as it is. But the thing is, like, he also deals with shit too, and I'm like, damn. Like, I see why he like that's what he does. Like, you see why it's like certain characters do what they're doing in the series. I'm like, damn.
you know what cheers me up the most when I'm watching Clannad is when they start going Dongo,
Dongo,
Dongo.
Dongo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the show. So it's right now, but
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Dude, just
you gotta,
wait.
you gotta get to After Story. It's so good.
Dude.
Like the whole show is incredible, but man, After Story just
I'm
it
just
blew me
hoping.
away.
I'm just hoping that when I do finally watch After Stories, because it's gonna be soon, I'm assuming, because like I said, that's my current like old watch of my list right now, because I'm watching like 20 seasonals or whatever right now. So that's my only one that I'm watching on the side, kinda. And it's gonna be sad because I really hope that it doesn't like tear me down so much that I can't watch anime for like a few days or a month or whatever. So
It might be like that, but I do recommend doing like a comedy right afterwards.
I was just gonna say, watch something happy,
like a hard comedy, because it gets to you, man. It does.
maybe finish up my watch of Ghost Stories dubbed, I guess.
Yeah, that'll get you to laugh.
Watch Asobi Asobase, which Daily Lives of High School Boys,
Gintama.
Wasteful Days of freaking high
There we
school
go.
girls. Go watch those ones.
Yeah.
Just to
I've
clear
actually
your
been
mind.
meaning to watch the Daily Lives of High School Boys like really soon.
Dude.
So
You should.
Yeah.
There's a reason why that shit's like my second favorite comedy of all time.
Yeah.
Well, third favorite comedy because Gintama's number one, but that one is so good. That one's so good.
Yeah, I promise you, I'm gonna do it really soon, Ash. I promise. I will have it done before the next time I'm on your show. How about that?
Okay.
Hopefully you don't want me on your show in the next day.
No,
or two,
it won't be it won't be the next day or two. It might be like maybe in a 3 to 4 weeks probably. We'll see. I'm still working out some kinks right now. That's why.
Yeah, so by the time I'm on your show next time, I will have it watched. I promise. It's only like what 20 episodes probably. So was it 12?
No, Daily Lives of High School was like 12, 13 episodes.
Yeah,
It
easy.
It ain't long. It ain't shit.
I literally watched Tomazaki-chan in like 2 days, bro. So
how did you like bottom tier Tomazaki-chan?
I really enjoyed the first season. The second season, I don't know if it's because I'm watching it weekly, but I'm a little bit lower on it. But the first season was like really interesting because it's pretty relatable. Not like relatable to me, but like I could see how it's relatable to a lot of people, and you could actually take the shit that they talk about in that show and apply it to real life situations and probably have really good results. So, but
I agree. It's a whatever show to me, but I mean it's still pretty relatable. It's interesting show to watch.
Yeah, it is
bottom
really
tier
interesting.
Tomazaki-kun.
So, I got it like a 7 or something like that. So it was a really good watch for me, but it wasn't like up there. You know what I mean? Like with like Yuzuki Family or something like that. So
I get it. Yeah, it's like a 6 for me, but yeah, it's
fine. But what was it? Krieg's turn? Krieg's second pick.
I think it's me.
Second pick. Let's go.
All right. So this series, I guess you could define it as a little bit newer, but not too new. This one surprised me, and it shot up my rankings so high, and it is Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I love how this anime is just presented. So basically, we have two geniuses, Kaguya, who is the heir to the Shinomiya conglomerate, and I can't remember, was it 2.4 trillion yen in assets or something?
Hey, rich.
Yeah.
She's very rich.
She's 0.1%.
And basically, she goes to this really prestigious academy called Shushin Academy. And you have Miyuki Shiragane, who is the number one ranked student and is the class president. And he does not come from wealth. Him and his dad and his sister live in, I think, a 1-bedroom apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And him and his sister share a room. And they both like each other, but no one's making a move. So they use their genius to try to outwit each other into getting the other one to confess. And it's just all these wacky antics that go on. And as smart as they are as equally as dumb when it comes to love. And it is so entertaining. I have never seen a show use the narrator so well as part of the joke. And you feel like we're watching it with the narrator.
I will say the narrator is best boy for me. The narrator is like the MVP of the show.
Yushigami is, but
the
narrator every single time you see at the end, are like, looks like none of them got it done. So it's a tie.
Yeah. I wish I could bring in voice clips because there's so funny ones where it's like they'll say something and then the narrator is like, he didn't. Just interrupt.
Even in dubbed or subbed, Kaguya-sama is such a like fun watch. Even like the narrator, I feel like the narrator does make the show like what it is. Without the narrator, I don't know if it would be as good, right?
So I don't know, but I feel like the way the manga's written, it's like that was the intention.
Yeah.
Because I have it all up there. April, the last volume comes out if anybody wants to complete their set like I'm going to. But the voice acting, what takes this over the top, especially Kaguya's voice actor, she does a great job of balancing, the cold demeanor, but also can jump to the flustered and whiny voice like that. It's just incredible.
So good.
Yeah, so I've watched this. The first time I watched it, it was dubbed. I watched it dubbed. I really enjoyed it. Like I think I got this rated as like a high 8 for me or something like that. I don't know if it would make it definitely don't make my top 3, but it might make my top 5. I don't know. It would. I'm not sure. But the thing about this is the subbed, I feel like, is just as good as the dubbed, and like they both do really good job at making you laugh a lot. And then this show like goes from the comedy aspects. It's like comedy first there for a while with the romance like in the background kind of, but the romance is actually the main thing, but it's not. And I love that it does that. And then like the later season, like for me, like Ultra Romantic, that's my favorite season. Kaguya-sama.
Yeah,
so,
it's definitely is.
Yeah.
That was the build up.
We finally got a reward after all of our hard work and waiting. We got a reward. We got the good shit. So
me over here, manga reader, buckle up. It just gets better.
The manga is very different from the show, though. Like honestly, and
the manga is complete. So the ending's out there if you want to go read it.
I'm probably gonna have to because hell, like. When's the last time we've heard anything about, another, what's coming next after the, was it First Kiss That Never Ends? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
They mentioned like a movie
Yeah.
supposedly coming out, but we don't know when that's coming out
Yeah,
yet.
so-
That I know.
I'm okay with them just keep doing the 12 episode seasons and just do it. Let's finish this.
I'm ready for it. Like I said, the third season was my favorite yet. I feel like it's still got the comedy, it's still got the comedic aspects to it that make you laugh a lot, but it's also getting kind of serious. So, which I actually love. So,
I need more of my Fujiwara girl. I need Chica. I need more Chica. I love Chica.
I'm a Hayasaka fan.
Everyone's a Hayasaka fan. I'm a Hayasaka fan, but I just love Chica because she's just stupid.
Yeah, Chica is chaos theory. It cracks me up, and how much she messes up their plans.
Exactly. Oh god, she's so much of a cockblock so often. God,
like the scene
every time.
The scene with the umbrella. And she comes out of the shadows like it's a horror movie. And she's like, here's my umbrella. And then runs away.
Yep.
Here, you can taste my food.
Chica. God damn it. That's why I love the Chica dance so much.
Yeah, so like when I was first watching Love is War, and I think that's like the third episode or somple like that came on.
Yeah, that was the ending sequence for the third. Yep.
And when that came on, like this show, it went from it's funny, okay, it's like a mediocre at that point for me, and that came on and it just skyrocketed. I was like, I love this shit now. This is my shit right now. So, I don't know. Back then, I wasn't really paying attention. Love is War was a thing that I was watching while I was working, so I wasn't really paying 100% to it. And then I had to go back and actually watch it again because I was like, wait, what have I missed? And I'm so glad I did because this is a peak rom-com right here. So
definitely is. Oh, such a good show. God damn, I need more of that.
But
go to Akakasaka.
Is it me next?
Yep, it's all you.
It's your next.
My next show that I really enjoy is Kimi ni Todoke.
Nice. Oh, I left that one off my list because I wanted to talk about them, but you brought it. Thank you.
So Tyler, you and Fuko, good friends, right?
But yeah, it's
man,
like I said, Kimi ni Todoke. It's one of my top romances. I'm not sure if it would have made the top 3 list if it wasn't for oregairu being picked by Creags. But I'm so glad that he picked oregairu because now I can talk about Kimi ni Todoke as one of my favorite romances. So,
dude.
And for y'all that don't know what this is basically your high school like romance again. Of course, I'm a big fan of that, and it's about Sawako and how she is a loner and everybody's scared of her, kind of, right? And she like just wants people to be her friend, I guess. And she meets like a popular guy, one of the popular guys, and they start becoming friends and stuff. And this is one of those things that I really enjoy too. I said it in the tropes episode is when the unpopular person gets with the popular person or whatever, the loner and the popular person, they come together. This is what this is. This is why I love this so much. It's wholesome. It's got all your like normal high school romance tropes, but this is just such a great story. Not only because the main characters are so good, but this show does something that I really, really enjoy. And that is it pays attention to the side characters. The side characters are the main characters too.
Yes.
So,
yeah, they do an excellent job of that.
Yeah.
Dude, Sawako's friends are so fucking awesome. Especially Chizuru. Dude, Chizuru is... Dude, you want a friend like Chizuru. Holy shit. You want her as a friend. She's
and
so
we're not
cool.
talking about Rent a Girlfriend.
No, we're not. We are.
This is a different character, guys.
Yeah.
She is ready to pull up no matter what.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
She is ready.
And she's the most sensitive out of the two.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And she comes off as a tough girl, but she's actually the most sensitive one.
I think. What would you describe Ayane as? Is like a Gyaru, right? Sort of like that. Yeah.
She's kind of like I would describe her as like a hopeless romantic.
Plus she likes her like fashion shit, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty Gyaru, like in that term. So, which is weird because like I love Gyarus, but I don't have like that connection with like me loving Gyarus. She's just really nice to like everyone, which is insane.
And one of my favorite things about this show is like you said Chizuru, but it's Chizuru and Ryu. That is one of my Sawako and whatever his name is. I forget off the top of my head.
Shota.
Kazuhaya. Kazuhaya and Sawako. Sure, you know, I love them to death. I love Sawako. Kazuhaya, he's not best boy to me. Ryu is.
No,
It's Ryu.
It's definitely Ryu.
Before Kazuhaya gets it, Peen will get it. Like he is best boy too. Peen, whatever, however you say it, he is best boy over Kazuhaya too, because he carried that show when Sarako and Kazuhaya was having so many misunderstandings. So,
that's true.
But
so good.
This show, I just got done like rewatching it. About a month ago, and I actually watched the live action too. And let me tell you, the live action, I recommend it. It is so good. They do it so well. So,
and new season coming to
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah,
you gotta make that. You can't say that show without saying that. Come on, we're getting more of it, and I fucking love that we're getting more of it.
And we also got
more.
We also got the English dub of it finally.
Yeah,
it was never dubbed. So I'm gonna check that out on Netflix.
Okay.
I might do that as well.
Is this next season? I think it's 4 or is it 3? Season 3 is that it?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know if that's it or not.
It depends on how many episodes we get, but I feel like you would have to do a 4th season.
Okay.
Because this was a monthly manga, and there's over 100 chapters. I think it's 30 volumes, so there's still some content.
Okay. So, I mean, we can't be like Fuko yet. You know, it's not over yet.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, if you watch Undead Unluck, Fuko's favorite manga is a parody. Is a parody of Kimi no Todoke. So she's always referencing it, and if you look at the spine, it's the same kind of layout and all that.
Yeah. I mean, this show, man, it's such a great show. Like I said, it just can't go wrong for me. I like so many of the characters in it. And it's crazy. Usually I like the male main character like a lot more than like the side characters. But in this show, it's different. It's opposite. Like I like Ryu. Like I like awesome. Other male characters over Kazuhaya, which is not saying Kazuhaya is bad. It's just that they're just so much. They're just better. They're just good too. You know,
they did a really good job writing the characters of this show.
Definitely.
If you haven't checked this out yet, I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. It's on Crunchyroll. 100%. It might be even on Hulu. I don't know. It's really popular. Sure. So, you're missing out. And now's the best time to watch this shit because, like we said, season 3 is coming. I'm not sure when. Hopefully it's soon. Hopefully it's like summer. We haven't got an announcement yet, so I'm assuming it's not going to be spring. So.
Okay. Yeah. I just checked it on Crunchyroll. They got both the seasons. It's 24 episodes for 1, 13 for 2. I believe Crunchyroll, it's only Japanese, but Netflix has all the dubs.
And Netflix also has the live action. So
yes.
And like I said, definitely recommend the live action. I just watched it like a month ago as well. And that shit, like, it made me want to go rewatch the anime. So they do a really good job. So, but that is all for Kimi no Todoki. I think Ash is next. So
I am next. This one that I'm picking is the anime really got me to read the manga for this one, and I'm actually glad I read the manga to this one because this one's Relife.
Oh,
if you guys have not seen Relife is really good. Just the anime alone is awesome. They leave out so much shit from the manga itself, and that caused me to read all 225.5 chapters because that is amazing, dude. The whole series is really good. It's just about this dude essentially gets put into essentially he's getting paid for like his rent, his food, and everything, just so he could take this like theoretical drug that turns him into a high schooler, and he just relives a senior year, and just to see if like it's an experiment that they're doing
for needs, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And the only reason why he accepts it is because he's supposed to get a job like right afterwards. So like he's like, screw it, like I have nothing else to lose, like he's just gonna do it. And he did it when he was drunk. I forgot to mention that he was hammered when he accepted that thing.
I think he actually turned it down, and then he got drunk, and then he called him. Like, so
he's like, yeah, you want to do it? It's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he just takes the pill. It's like, he's like, whoa, hold on, you didn't even. It's like, well, screw. He's like, I accept. It's like, all right,
let's go, let's roll, boys.
Yeah. The great thing about this series, though, it's like it's just pretty much essentially like there's the at first it felt like what you do in your past essentially can you kind of change it if you think about it that way, because it's this guy essentially reverting back to high school. It's like there are things that he probably remembers that he should have done in high school that he didn't get a chance to and all that stuff, and one of those things was actually find love, which is surprisingly very strange because it's a grown-ass man being turned into a high schooler and then he's essentially falling in love. But that's the thing about this series. It's the entire like camaraderie he gets with a bunch of the people he meets. He starts learning stuff because originally he just didn't want to like interact with people. It's like, I'm just doing this, I'm gonna get a job at the end of it, I'm done, and then we'll be good after that. This dude like evolves throughout the entire series. And plus, like the biggest thing too is like the backstory that of his the actual main character, it's really fucking good and it's really sad.
Yeah, and like that's what in my opinion, that's what makes this show so good is the character development. Like he went back into the school and he's like, hey, I wanna do stuff that I should have done back then, whatever, and do it right this time. And honestly, like I did not expect for what happened. So
yeah, same.
It caught me off guard. So I'm not gonna say what it is because that's like a major spoiler, but
it is. The manga really does cover a lot of that stuff pretty well, especially if people don't really want the anime actually is complete because they did release like a special like 6 episodes to just finish it off. Yeah. And the ending that's actually in that anime is actually the true ending too in the manga. It's just when you see it play out throughout the manga, it's very different, and it's actually like you get to see the entire growth, and it's amazing.
They left out a lot of stuff, I assume. So,
yeah. Especially a lot with like Arata's backstory. Like a lot of that stuff got left out. Like they briefly talk about it in the actual anime, but then like a lot of the growth that he gets in the manga, it gets kind of sugar coated in the actual anime. But I think it's like honestly my favorite romance manga of today is still Relife to this day, because like that thing is so good. Like I have the quintessential quintuplets manga as well. I read that shit from 1 to I think it's 122, and that was amazing too to read. But it's still like this close. But Relife is still by far the best one that I've ever seen and also read.
I guess that kind of makes me want to go read it because, like I said, Relife was one of my favorite. I would say I'm surprised that you picked this here because this could definitely have been an underrated hidden gem pick. Yeah. Not many people know about this shit, so
that's the thing, though. It should be an underrated hit. It should be, but the thing is, it actually is. It's rated very, very high.
Yeah.
Both the anime and the manga. Like the anime is like a 7.97. It's almost an 8. That means it's in the high percentile of being a really good show in most people's eyes. The manga, dude, the manga's like an 8.5.
Yeah, I just don't know why not as many people has watched this, because it's short and it's so good.
It is.
Maybe they're turned off by the fact that you got a adult going back to high school or whatever, but they don't really go crazy on that topic, kind of, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, exactly. And well, I mean, there's some that handle it in a different way, but I mean, this one does it pretty well. And then as of right now, on my anime list, the manga is 8.64. It is ranked 74th of all time, and it's the 61st popular manga series. I mean, dude, they have it like that really low. It should be higher. Yeah. It should be way higher. It doesn't do harems at all. This one's not a harem. That's the crazy part. And it's the fact that like there's other harem mangas that I've seen in the top like freaking 50 that should not be there, and relife is at the bottom. That's not, dude. That's doing a disservice to relife, because relife is actually super good and it should be way more popular than it's supposed to be, honestly.
If I'm thinking correctly, it is a triangle though, right? Somewhat.
No.
It's not a triangle? Okay.
No, that's the thing.
I thought maybe there was. So,
dude, there is there's no harem. It's only just 2 freaking characters. That's it. It's just the fact that there are other characters that are falling in love with each other as well, and the 2 actual main characters that we have are the ones that are actually putting them together as well, which I thought is pretty freaking hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen this, Creags?
Go read it.
I've heard of it. I am actually in the camp that has never watched it.
Oh.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, I have not. I added it to my list though.
Yeah, I watched that one on a whim,
bro.
And because watching it, I was like, okay, screw it, I'll watch this one. That was because like I was just watching random stuff, and like I just needed something random that wasn't shonen, and this one like hit the fucking bill really well.
And this is actually saying something, because, like I said, Ash has this in his top 3 shows or whatever, when this could be a hidden gem nomination.
I talk about this, dude, on my show. On my show, when I talk about mangas, that one's always talked about all the damn time. It's that one. It's Quintessential Quintuplets. It's Oshinoko. Those are like usually the main 3 I always talk about. But this one is the one I always say is my favorite manga series, kind of all time, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to check out the manga, because I haven't, and hearing that, it makes me want to check it out even more, because I'm a fan of the anime. So, and I feel like it was way too short. It sucks though that they incorporated the true ending into that without giving us, all the other stuff too. But I guess at least they done it right, So.
They do wrap it up pretty well.
Yeah.
Like they do, because they do a lot of the main events and they condense them into like short forms. So that's it. You get like most of them in like 7 minutes, and then they skip the scene, go to like the next portions of it, do like 7 minutes of that, and then that's it. They do it very well. Like I was surprised, because after reading it and rewatching it again, I was like, okay, they actually did it fairly well. It's decently paced. Keep in mind though, like from I think it was episode 16 was like the ending of the actual anime series. Like where that left off was only like the first 60 chapters of the show or the actual series. The actual other ones are from like the last 8 of them that they put out. That's from like chapters like 80 to like 225.
Oh wow.
So they did all of that in like 6 episodes, but they actually hit all the main events pretty well and where it needed to be. But reading it, it's so much better.
It sounds like a manga read to me.
It is a manga read, but
sounds like a manga read.
But you should still watch the anime, because the anime is still pretty good.
Like I said, you do not expect what happens to happen. It hides it very well. So that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. I actually recommended this to someone for Secret Santa and What Do You Say Animes podcast Discord.
Nice.
And I was like, I gotta give it to them. They like these high school shows. They're pretty big on high school roms and stuff. I was like, this is a high school rom, but with a twist, a good twist. So, but yeah, very very solid. Number 2 for you. I think
very
Creags
solid.
has his last one, right?
All right. Now this one is a harem. As we all know, I love my harems. And I really enjoyed this series. This is one that did not get finished in the anime. And I'm hoping it comes back because we're seeing a trend of older things coming back and being finished.
And I'm a big fan of that.
Yep. This one is Nisekoi.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Jesus Christ, yes.
I love this manga. I have all the volumes, all 25, and I've read this like 3 times. And I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. I love the characters. I love the humor, the gags. They have all those, romantic comedy tropes in there. Naoshi Komi draws beautiful girls. And I believe the 2 seasons, I believe is it 32 episodes? Cover the first 112 chapters. And they actually skip some important parts in the later part of the series, but we never got it finished.
Yeah, 32 episodes.
Yeah, okay. My memory serves me well. So, Aniplex, Studio Shaft, if you hear me, bring this back. Bring this back. I will be there.
Sagumi best girl, Sagumi best girl, Sagumi best girl.
So
come on. Oh.
I probably should give a little synopsis. I just kind of talked it up. But basically, our main boy, Raku Ichijo, he's the son of a Yakuza leader. And he doesn't want anything to do with it. He's like, I'm just trying to be a normal kid, go to school, I'll get a public service job. That's all I want to do. He's walking to school one day, and this girl literally leaps over a fence, knees him right dead in the face, just takes his ass out.
God damn it.
And he loses his locket. He carries this locket around his chest all the time. Go to school. We got a new transfer student. Who do you think it is? The girl kneed him in the face. Her name is Chitoge Kirasaki. She's half Japanese, half American. She's got beautiful blonde hair and a big red ribbon on her
red bow.
And so they do oh, I know you. And then the teacher's like, oh, you're friends. We'll put them right next to each other. They do not like each other. Basically, he's just barking, and then she's a tsundere. So she punches him into the ceiling. It's great. And she's trying to help him find the locket. Can't find it. And then his crush, Onodera, she enters the story. And she's helping him too. He goes home. His dad's like, hey, I got a new business partner. Here's the thing. You got to date his daughter. You want to guess who the daughter is? It's Chitoge. So it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet.
I love it.
So these gangs don't like each other, but they don't want to keep having violence against each other. They just kind of want to do their own side businesses, be civil. So the dads made this arrangement for these two to date. So if they're dating, you can't have violence against each other's gangs. And basically, this story follows Raku trying to figure out who his promise girl is. He made a promise to a girl to marry when he was, I believe, 5.
He was around there?
But he doesn't remember who it is. So that locket he has around his chest, one of the girls has this key. So as we go through, we meet more girls, we learn more about the past, and it's quite a treat. And I think this is technically is it a septagon? I think there's 6 girls.
Is it 6? Holy shit. I thought it was only 5. Oh,
I'd have to look it up, but there's 6? A lot. Anybody who loves romance and all these tropes, there's a girl for you in this. There is a girl for you in this one. It's 227 chapters, and I love it.
So, unfortunately, I've only watched a handful of episodes of this. And I'm not sure why I stopped watching it. It wasn't because I didn't like it. I actually enjoyed it. but I guess maybe I just didn't have time to do it or something. So this is one of the ones that I've been wanting to watch again, pick back up and start from the beginning. Even though I kind of remember the first couple episodes that it was mainly about the locket and them meeting each other and marrying and all that stuff. So, but it does seem like a really good show. But with that being said, you said there's a girl for everyone. So who's my girl? Who do I need to watch out for, bro?
You like kinky girls. Let me type in the characters real quick. I need to refresh myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who was the kinky one of all of them. Because Onodera is just like the shy girl.
Shy girl.
Chitoge's the fucking tsundere. The kudere is the Sugumi.
Would it be Marika Tachibana?
It might be, because Tachibana... She's kind of everywhere. Actually, no, yes. She's everywhere. You would probably like Tachibana.
I think you would like Marika Tachibana.
I think you would like her a lot. And there's one specific scene that you would like her in, for sure.
The funny thing is I was looking at the character list and I went down it and I was like, who looks like a Genki girl? And that's who I picked.
Yeah, there you go. That's your girl.
She's fucking wild, man.
In the character polls, she actually gets number 1 at one point.
Okay.
She's a fan favorite.
Okay.
I like her too, but fucking Sugumi is my favorite.
I'm a Chitoge guy. So
I love Chitoge, but Sugumi, since she's the tomboy, I love that. And the blue bow, dude, that blue ribbon on her head, come on, it's so cute. That was so fucking cute, dude. Like, they changed her personality immediately. She got that. It was great.
I'm really excited to watch this one because, like I said, it's a really popular show, right? Too. So
it's a very popular manga too. Yeah. It's very popular, but everyone hates like how it ends though.
Yeah. So Shonen always has like a harem in their rotation, and this just happened to be their one. I think it was 2012, 2016, and I actually didn't find out about this until like I want to say like right before the pandemic. It instantly caught my attention. Like I watched the show. You left off, and I'm like, well, I got to read this. So I read the whole thing in 3 days. Loved it. Then I bought the books, reread it. Just something about it. I really like how you explore, like, it's a little bit like oregairu, where each character kind of explores their own self and their feelings and then comes to their own conclusion. And I will say, though, Tyler, I know you're sensitive. This one hurts.
Oh no!
Because as we get closer to the end game, feelings come real, and girls get let down. And it crushed me a little bit seeing people get rejected.
This didn't seem like the type of show that would have those moments in it where I would cry. So you tell me I'm gonna cry during this one too?
If you read it,
you will.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we don't get to this point in the anime.
It's too comedic in the entire series. Yeah. If you watch it.
But I love his art too. He draws very beautifully. So yeah, that one messed me up, man.
Yeah. I'm in the majority that kind of didn't like the ending. That's the problem.
I had to sit there and think about it for a long time. And I was okay with it. I'm not gonna say any more with it.
And neither am I, but I'm probably gonna reread it again.
It made sense. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's why though. I was like, really?
After I cried a little bit in the corner.
I was like, whatever. Yeah, you should definitely check it out though, dude. Like, at least finish the anime and watch the special because the special's hilarious.
Okay. Yeah. And then maybe pick up the manga after. I got you.
Yeah. And then pick up the manga because the manga's it's a whole different beast. Like it really is a whole different beast.
They skip a couple things here and there, but there is one portion in season 2 they skip that's actually really important to the story that I'm kind of annoyed they skipped in the anime.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of my goals this year is to like kind of watch some of the popular anime that I've put off, especially like the older ones that I've not got around to that I missed in my childhood. And also, like, stack up on my manga game. My manga game is weak right now, and I wanna pick it up. So,
yeah,
if you're not reading like This Legion are reading like 8 different things, like me, and I'm waiting for them.
I
Some are
got
monthly, which sucks.
I just got Berserk. I just ordered like a bunch of Berserk,
Dude.
so that's one of
Nice.
my ones I'm working on. I'm also working on like Insomniacs After School, Skipping Loafer, Yamada level 999. So a lot of good ones. So, but I guess
You're not reading Hokkaido Gals like I am. Jeez.
I
So
might have
good.
to. So
I'm probably gonna end up reading that.
I'm a fan of the anime. So
I love that manga so much. Gyarus are my thing. I love Gyarus.
I haven't seen the third girl yet of Hokkaido Girls, but I've seen her in the intro or whatever. But the 2 girls that we've seen so far are definitely Gyarus, but different personality Gyarus, and I love it.
Correct.
So,
oh yeah,
but,
so good.
But I guess going off of that, I'll get to my third top 3, and that is the Fruits Baskets remake. And this came out in 2019. It's got 60 some episodes. This is one of my favorite, even though it made me cry so many times.
So good.
This is one of my favorite things. And basically, to not get into it really deep, is this show is about like one of the nicest girls that you'll ever meet. And she kind of just gets mixed up with one of the craziest families you'll ever see. And it's got like it's got supernatural elements added into it with a lot of this heavy drama and with supernatural elements and with I wouldn't say the romance is very big in the first like little bit, but it does push the romance towards the front as the show goes on until it finally is just all out there. And I love it when a show does that because they focused on like all the stuff that they should focus on to build the story and build the world up or whatever, and then they focus on like the romance while they're doing the other plot line too. So this is, like I said, one of my favorite shows. I'm just a big fan of drama, especially good drama, especially when you got people like Toru Honda, and honestly, as much as I say that I hate watching shows that make me cry, I actually love watching shows that make me cry. So, usually when I cry so many times like I did in this show, like it ends up becoming one of my favorites. So
yeah, this show,
dude,
I almost put it in my top 3. I love this. So yeah, Fruits Basket is quite the treat. And I have a little fun fact. If anybody didn't know, there's the original anime was done by Studio Dean, and the manga artist for this got in a little spat with them.
Yep. She did
not like what they did with her work. And she said, and I don't remember the exact quote, but she said, as long as Studio Dean holds the rights to this, I will never make another anime with them. So I think she played the waiting game.
Thank fucking
went
God.
to another studio. They completely redid the art, everything, and they nailed this.
They really did.
Absolutely nailed this.
She was there the whole time when they were making it. Like, it was fucking phenomenal. Holy crap.
Yeah, this one is just, it's so good. The drama, the romance, the supernatural, the character models got quite the upgrade from when she drew this originally. Is it in the 90s, early 2000s? I can't even remember when it came out.
It was 2000, I think it was, when it came out. It was around there. It's the old bubbly visuals.
And I know people love this because this is actually one of the best-selling mangas of all time. Once you hit the 30 million mark,
favorites.
You're put in there. They're in there. So I don't know what else to say. It's just incredible.
in overall anime, just in general, and like when I did a top 10 on, I forgot whose show it was. Fruits Basket was like number 3 on my list of all time, like of animes. It doesn't it's not romance, not fucking shonen, whatever. All fucking time. That shit is good. Like, every character has their own stories. Every character has their own like turmoil and struggle. And my God, there is so much drama in this goddamn show.
That's
Like,
all it is.
so much, dude.
But it's good drama. Like it's the
It is.
kind of it's the kind that makes you come back and say, okay, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen?
There's way more sadness in that damn show than there is like sugary goodness, because that's what you were expecting with Toru Honda.
Yeah.
You expect sugary goodness, but there's so much depression in this goddamn show, and it's really fucking written good. That's the thing. And then the worst part about it too is like when the second season came, and then when I heard the home, that OP for the second season, dude, I was fucking crying. Like, because like I know what's coming next, and it's such a sad show, and it's such a well written show too. God damn it, it's so good. I love that show so much.
I mean, sometimes it takes the most happiest and bubbliest like people like Toru Honda, in order to change, bigger situations. So,
I mean, and then I can also say like Clannad took influence probably from Fruit Basket stuff and the storytelling as from that, because it's almost like just the same. It really is, and it's like, geez. But they did it way better though. That's the thing. Like Fruit Baskets did it the best.
Yeah, like I said, we are talking about the remake, the newer version, 2019. Yep. I have never seen the original, but I'm sure that it's probably not recommended to watch it. This is the one that you should watch, is the remake. So
yeah, Studio Dean doesn't have the best reputation.
Yeah,
no, they don't, unfortunately.
But it is like 60 episodes, so it's like a pretty easy watch.
So great.
So.
Yeah, I believe this started, was it 2019? And they kind of went through the pandemic, and man, there's some dark times. I always look forward to watching that every week.
Yeah. Oh man, it was such a good fucking ride.
Yeah, it was great. Now I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
We're talking about it,
right?
Bro.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez, I'm gonna rewatch all these shows.
Like,
God,
that was my goal today. I know that we probably won't get to our second segment because we're just having so much fun with this segment, and I'm for it, because if we make anybody rewatch these shows or watch these shows, then we succeeded tonight, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's I think that's my last one for me on the top 3. And now Ash does his last one, I believe, and then we'll move on to the newer romances.
Tyler, you know what I'm gonna say.
Let me.
You should already know what I'm gonna say.
Wait, what's the first two you said? You said relife and
clannad.
And clannad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times I've recommended this show to people to watch. And the manga is still not done, unfortunately.
Oh no. I'm gonna hate myself. I'm gonna hate myself when you say it, because
there's two girls with the same name in the show, and they are the main characters. It is Nana. Nana is my all-time favorite shoujo, my all-time favorite romance, my all-time favorite drama. Dude,
it's a great one.
Nana is it. It just sucks that the manga is not done, and it's been so long since the hiatus. But regardless, it's not gonna get done ever. That's
the
unfortunate.
Hunter treatment, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least Togashi did put out like chapters later on, but this manga could never put out anything else after the hiatus. Like not one thing at all. The good thing is, like, everyone can go and enjoy this series now because it's finally the license got picked up. You guys can go and actually watch Nana right now, and it's phenomenal. Like, if you guys have never seen Nana, it was originally done by Madhouse Studios back in like 2005 or 6. I think that's what I think around that time.
Madhouse is like phenomenal, by the way.
All the voice actors and all that stuff are also the musicians in this fucking series. You have Olivia as one of them that does the shit for Trapness, which is one of the rival bands in the show. And then you have fucking what's her name? Because it's the Black Stones that like do the actual opening for Nana as well, the very first one, and I believe it's the third one as well. I don't remember who's the one who sings it, but Jesus fucking Christ, I have all the fucking OPs on my phone as ringtones as well whenever people fucking call me. That's how much I love this series in general. It's got so much fucking shit in here that, like, my God, it's only 47 episodes, which is criminal, like how small amount of episodes it has for this thing having like over 200 and something chapters just in total. Like, my God. Nana, one of them is a bubbly Genki girl, essentially what it is. She's 21 years old. She moves to Tokyo to go essentially be with her boyfriend because he got accepted to an art school over there. She didn't, so she had to wait a full year to get money enough to go there. Then we have the other Nana. She's this punk rock looking girl, essentially is just smoking. She's been a loner for like a long time until you start seeing the reasons why both of these characters went to Tokyo and just so happened to sit right next to each other on a train that gets delayed 4 hours, and they just start talking. It's crazy because it goes from them talking to them later on seeing each other in Tokyo to end up being roommates. This is all within like the first 4 episodes. Like, that's only the first 4 episodes, and I haven't even said everything else that happens in there, because then you start meeting band members, you start meeting the turmoil of why like certain people like know each other, you start seeing like decisions that are going to impact like someone's life and stuff like that. It's all done in this one entire series, and it is phenomenal. Music is good, the characters amazing, the side characters are holy crap are really good too. Like, dude, you have so much of everything that involves like the music industry in this thing. You have actual like friends becoming couples. On top of that, you have people getting married. You have dark past of certain characters that essentially it dictates essentially some of the decisions that they make. And it's just like, what the fuck? This thing is such a meta fucking show that it hurts that this series is not done because it's that fucking good.
Yeah.
This is all passion for me because I love this series so much, and it sucks that a lot of people don't talk about this series that often anymore. Like, this should be technically in my underrateds of all fucking time, but no, dude, this thing is like my favorite just in general of all time. It's the best of the best. Like, Fruit Baskets was originally my number 1 romance until freaking Nana. I rewatched it again, and it still fucking hurts watching it. It still hurts.
The rewatches always like either the rewatches can do one or two things. It can either like propel it forward by so much like you don't realize what you watch when you first watch it, or you can be like, oh
man,
shit, this was horrible. Why did I like this so much?
It's hard, dude, because there are times like there's a scene that I'm only going to describe it in like 2 words that it hurts watching that series, because that's when like the story kind of takes a turn. All I got to say is strawberries.
Yeah.
And that's all I got, and that's it, because like that scene is so fucking dude, I showed this to my girlfriend when I think this was like 4 or 5 years ago. She was bawling her eyes when that scene happened. And we had to stop watching the show because I wanted to continue. We were gonna like finish at least like in 12 episode bursts, but this one was like, I think we had 2 episodes left in that 12 episodes. We had to stop watching because, dude, it hurts so much. It's just too fucking good, man. It's just too good, dude. Once you actually watch like all of it, Tyler, that scene is gonna hurt you too.
Yeah, I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
It is the hardest scene to watch, man, because it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
So much time has passed in the entire show to that point, and it's insane. Like, oh my god.
I know that like you and like Pete and I think Stoney and several others have like been on me about watching Nana and also Violet Evergarden. I haven't seen that yet either. And those 2 shows right there, I know that they're sad, you know, and I know that I'm gonna love them. And I made a promise to myself that after I get done watching Clannad, that I was gonna watch those 2 shows, Nana and Violet Evergarden, because I just need to quit putting them off.
Dude.
Yeah, don't do that.
You can't watch them one after another, dude.
Well, if I'm gonna cry, I might as well cry, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Dude. Oh my god. Nana, dude. Like, I talk about it way too much. And the problem is, it's not enough of me talking about it. It's really good. It should not be slept on, honestly. People can say like the animation looks too freaking old. It doesn't matter. That's the aesthetic of it with that art style. It makes it phenomenal. That's the point. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean,
Like even the manga has it the same way, and it's so good.
I don't think it matters. Like,
No.
to me,
No.
anyways, and for a lot of people, it doesn't really matter about how the animation, if it looks older or whatever. Like, I don't. That doesn't matter to me. You know, like I said, one of my top 1/2 is Hanayori Dango, and that's old as shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so and that's still one of my favorites. So,
Yeah.
good shit though.
Nana definitely touched a lot of people because this one is also one of the top selling mangas of all time, and it's not even done.
Yeah,
I know.
There's 50 million copies sold, and it's also on High Dive. Shout out to High Dive for having that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was trying to remember who licensed it. That's why I was like, I
That's
remember
where
it
I
got
watched
licensed
it.
recently. Okay. So good.
No, yeah, Nana is just raw emotion, man.
Dude.
It's so well done, and it's a shame that this never got finished.
All the music is just too good. The intros are really good. They're so memorable. The outros are so memorable too. Oh, so good, man.
My favorite is that first opening when they have their eyes open and it's the different nanas. I love that part.
When I was darkness, I didn't shine. Dude, I love that song so much. It's so good. Like, there's that song. There's Zero that's on there that does that. There's Wish. That song Wish is so good. That's the second OP to the series. It's phenomenal. God. Like, god damn, dude, the music is so good. You can watch the music videos of the artists that sang those songs on YouTube right now as well. They're really fucking good.
Yeah, so I guess definitely check out Nana because I'm definitely gonna check it out really soon. That is so beloved by so many people. It's got to be good. So,
you want me to give you the analytics about it? That's how. Like, I mean, look, I can go to my anime list right now. It's 8.79 rating. The manga series. It's the 36th ranked series of all time. It is the 78th most popular one. And here's the funny part. Do you know how many people rated this thing? 137,000 people. That is way too criminally low.
Yeah,
way too low, dude. That should not be that low at all. Dude, the anime has 654,000 people that rated it. It's 8.5. 108th all-time, 308th popular. Nah, that's way too damn low, dude. This show is way too good for its own taste. Like, honestly, there's a lot of people that hate it because I can understand there is a backstory in like episode 3 that a lot of people don't enjoy because it's essentially retelling the first episode again. But it's a reason why there's that's there. There's a reason why, because you don't get like what's coming next. That you're gonna predict what's gonna happen next. You need that, and it's actually really good because a lot of people stop after episode 4. Like, you don't expect what it is in the first like 3 or 4 episodes because it's like okay, it's whatever's. It gets better. It gets insanely good after episode 4, and it's just like it just takes off, and it just doesn't stop, dude. It just does not.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to I'm definitely looking forward to this. There's so many people hyped it up so much. So even though I'm gonna cry, but it is what it is. I'll just have to watch like a bubbly, fun, wholesome show to cover it up. So, but I guess if that's all that we got for our top shows, we'll move on to the newer shows. Just to give a little light to some of the new shows that came along the last few years. So I guess Creags. You want to start us off?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna go with one that's kind of a layup. And originally I was gonna watch this show. I didn't really know about it until I saw so much fan art of this main character all over the internet. Marin took over 2022, and if anybody watches like anime trending, their polls, this show swept like 8 categories. I don't know how, but it is my dress up darling, and I really like this one. And the detail that the mangaka goes into
Manga. I'm caught up on the manga.
There you go.
That. I'm glad you brought that up because no one brought that up. I love fucking My Dress Up Darling so much.
The detail he puts into like cosplaying and the fabric and all that, like I don't know if was his mom like a seamstress or something. He definitely did his research. It's really good. I love the characters. It's just nice and wholesome. A very fun watch. I watched it in Japanese and English. I like the other. I can't remember her name. The other cosplayer who shows up. Yeah, Juju.
Juju. Yeah.
She shows up so like looking to buy a cosplay, and he's thinking she's talking about the dolls. She's like, "No, I'm looking for the professional cosplayer." He's like, "Oh, I just kind of made that on a whim." Just
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm really excited to get like a second season. I'm not sure when it's happening. It's been
it has
over
to.
a
That
year.
show is so popular that they have to.
They need a second season for that.
Like soon. Like you would think that they would already have it like being promoted. You know what I mean? So
is the manga weekly or is it? What is it?
It's monthly.
So that's probably why they're probably like trying to buy some time because
but where it ended from the series right now. And currently in the manga, it's only like chapter like 28. It's not. It's at like 102 right now. You can easily do a second season, and you can actually. This second season is actually could be pretty long, just from 28 to about 46 to 48, because there's a lot of like information just in that small chunk, in general. Because the most recent arc that they're in right now, it's barely starting.
And it also seemed like we was just starting to get into like the parts that people like me love. So, in the anime. So, that's why I'm so disappointed that we haven't heard anything about this a new season coming out, because it was one of my favorite shows of 2022 or whatever. So this is a shame.
Not to start the rumor well, but there was an official illustration that dropped of Baron in the past day or two.
Oh. Okay.
So I don't know.
Maybe
later this. I mean, I would hope. I'm hoping
that with all these things coming back and the popularity and the success that this show had, there's no way they wouldn't do a season 2.
Yeah,
it'd literally be like having money on the table and be like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need that. Like, no, you got to make this. You give the people what they want.
Exactly. I mean, solid show. It's definitely one of my favorites. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll. It's only like 12, 13 episodes probably.
12?
Yeah.
12. I think it's 12.
It's a quick watch, but
gorgeous.
It's awesome.
You know, the characters are nice. Like, it's high school themed cosplay. So, definitely worth watch.
And she's also a Garu and a Genki girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Combined into one.
And if it wasn't for Gojo, and by the way, the male main character's name is Gojo.
It's Gojo.
And if it wasn't for him like making like dolls and shit or whatever, you could say he's just like me for real. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. He's just like me for real.
Just like me, goddamn.
But
oh god.
I think I'm next, right?
Yep.
If you want to go for it.
My show that I'm going to talk about is one of my favorites of the last few years, and it is Insomniacs After School. This is 13 episodes. It's about a show that follows two insomniacs as they joined an astronomy club in high school and teach themselves about like the stars and stuff, because they don't know anything about it, and taking pictures of them. And while all this is happening, they start to have, develop a relationship. It's your classic like chill high school romance with and the reason why I love this so much is it's wholesome for one thing. Like I said, it's your high school romance or whatever. And it is absolutely gorgeous, bro. Like, they take some of the most beautiful night scenes ever. Like, the stars in the sky is just so pretty. So I'm just a big fan of this show. We done it on the rundown as well, and Bass and Dan, who do not really care for romances, I think rated this really high. So if that tells you something. So have y'all seen this?
Hell yeah.
I have it in my list. I haven't gotten to it yet.
It's so good.
Yeah. High Dive's got that. They got some sneaky good ones.
They do. Yes,
and
they do.
I'm not sure if they announced a second season confirmation or not yet. I forget. This was earlier this year. I'm not sure. I want to say I hope they did because this was like a really good show for me. So, but it would be a shame if we didn't get that because the manga, like after the anime left off, the manga like really went hard. So
is the manga finished?
And the manga just ended too.
Oh,
it actually just ended recently.
That.
Yep, it just ended recently. So it's like you can go watch it all. And also Call of the Night's also done too if you guys want to watch
it.
Ooh, I like that one too.
Go Recall the Night.
That was also a High Dive exclusive.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yes, it was. And that one was really good too.
And like I've been telling everybody, if you like MASH's new OP,
Creepy Nuts.
If you haven't seen Call of the Night, like if you would have seen it, you would have known Creepy Nuts is coming up in the world because that shit is one of my favorite OPs and EDs of like the past few years. Creepy Nuts is out here making it's shining right now. So
bling blong bling blong.
They're doing so much.
Catchy.
Jesus. Oh man.
But yeah, that's my first newer romance anime pick. It's one of my top shows of last year. So I guess Ash, it's your turn it's your time to shine, bro.
This one was one that I talked about with you as well beforehand. It's My Happy Marriage.
Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna pick that.
Shit, dude. My Happy Marriage is really good. You got a nice historical freaking show. You got supernatural stuff that's going on in there. You have a really nice, wholesome romance that's starting out. You have your main girl who's essentially was just abused, beaten, just pretty much told that she's like worthless, nothing.
A lot of trauma.
So much fucking trauma. God damn.
Yeah.
Like I felt bad for her the entire time. Like Jesus. Like she really doesn't show like a lot of emotions to people the entire time until she essentially becomes the wife of this I forgot what rank he is. Is he like a commander, lieutenant, something like that? He's a high ranked dude. He's a high ranked guy.
So
yeah. Like he is like known to be the guy that will dump women like if he doesn't like them. He's very notorious in that everyone keeps saying that about him. But you don't realize he's actually a really fucking nice guy. That's what's messed up is because like everyone just like plays him for his cash because he's rich and stuff like that. But dude, like she doesn't really like go for any of that stuff the entire time because she barely like goes for anything for herself as well. It's just insane that this show dude, I've heard so many other podcasts talk about this show, and I am very happy that a lot of them have. And the fact that it's actually a pretty good rating. It's on Netflix too, and it's very accessible to people. I just need more and more of this thing because they already announced the second season, but I don't know when it's coming. Yeah, and it's criminally underrated too of this show.
Yeah, and also when I watched it, one of the characters, it's like her sister or whatever. She instantly made my most hated list.
Oh, dude, instantly. I hate her too. God damn. I'm glad what happened to them came to them because Jesus Christ.
They got what they got.
They got what they got. And that's all I'm going to say. Jesus Christ.
Have you seen this, Creags?
Nope.
You should watch it. You should watch it.
You're gonna have like a lot. We're all gonna have like a lot of things that we should watch, especially rewatch.
Yeah.
So.
I think a lot of things I do is like I'll have my shows that I'll watch weekly, and I try not to overload myself. Okay. And with a lot of romances, I know I want to watch it, and I'll usually just binge it all in one go. I don't know why. I just do that for some reason.
I feel like some shows are better like that though, you know. So. But But yeah, some shows are definitely better like that, and this show might be that way because you're not having to wait weekly because it is a slower type show.
Oh,
My Happy
is this
Marriage.
the Netflix one?
Yeah, it's a Netflix one that's
okay.
like kind of it's like pretty, you know. You look at it and you think pretty, you think gorgeous. So
Okay.
it's got sad vibes, like I said, a lot of trauma. Pretty slow. So I'm definitely glad Ash recommended this. So
I've heard you talk about it
yeah.
too, so
Yeah, it
I
is
knew I was
definitely
gonna
up
watch
there.
it.
So but I guess with that being said, it's your turn, Creeks, for your
All right.
last newer romance show.
So this one, it dropped on fall 2021. This had a Netflix deal. This is Comey Can't Communicate. So, fun little fact, when I had a roommate, he picked this manga out well before it got announced as an anime. Back in I want to say 2017, he started reading this.
It's a while ago.
By the way, Ash, Kriegs just said his new one, and it is Comey Can't Communicate.
I heard
okay.
him.
Oh yeah,
my headset's wireless.
Sure.
I was able to. I was on the phone. So yeah.
So yeah, my roommate found this online.
He's
like,
manga.
you got to read this, and I'm like, okay. And here we are, 400 plus chapters later. So basically, this one is a little interesting, and I kind of like the mangas that are starting to do this a little more. So Shoko Komi is this beautiful high school girl. She's smart, she's very beautiful, very popular, and everybody loves her. Well, fun fact, she has crippling social anxiety, and no one really talks to her because they think, oh, she's just wants to be left alone. She's very unapproachable. She's too beautiful. I'm not worthy. All this. And all she really wants is just friends until they go to a high school and she meets Tadano. He is the first person outside of her family to realize that she kind of has social anxiety.
King Tadano.
King Tadano.
Chad
Tadano. And I remember I loved reading this. I was nervous when they announced the studio for this.
Yeah, I was too.
This is OLM.
Yeah, OLM. Pokemon.
And they make Pokemon, so I thought they wouldn't give a shit. They're like, well, we got Pokemon. They did such a beautiful job adding this. If anybody has watched this or read this, that chalkboard scene, oh my god.
Oh, dude.
They nailed it. Nailed the chalkboard scene. Dude. And I'm not giving heavy spoilers because it's the first episode.
Yeah. I mean,
that's in the first 3 chapters.
We're not saying what it says, you know. We just, you know.
Yeah.
But.
And this one definitely leans a lot on the comedy aspect. You don't get the romance until much later. So the goal is she wants to make 100 friends. So Tadano and her are going around making friends. And the chapters are weird. Like, you can have a chapter that's like 20 pages, and then you can have a chapter that's 3 pages, and then a chapter that's 8 pages.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of unorthodox, but I'm so glad my roommate, shout out to Dobbs, got me to read this back in the day. I'm still reading it weekly.
It's still fucking going. I'm surprised.
It's still going.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised. It should have been done a while ago in my eyes.
So they definitely have the source material. So if Netflix wants to, let's do it again. Let's make another season.
I could have swore that I seen somewhere that it was in a new season was in the works or something. So
yeah, because I think we got. Was it? Did they do like the season 1, core 2 thing?
I think
yeah.
I'm not sure, but one just released like late, like last year or early last year or something like that, or maybe the year before Christmas.
Let's see.
Something.
Well, I remember it started the whole weekly anime now on Netflix. But the weird thing is, it started 2 weeks after it was already released.
People were flipping out.
Dude, yeah, I was like, dude, really? But then they started showing it weekly right after that. I was like, still, that doesn't matter. Like, it was that and Blue Period with the 2 animes during that time on Netflix that were doing that. Which it started slowly showing that, hey, if you do these animes, people are going to fucking watch them. Instead of, like, dumping them on Netflix, like, 6 months after it's done.
Yeah,
Stars.
Yeah, Netflix jail, man.
Yeah, Netflix show sucks.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely gonna go watch them somewhere else, and not watch them on your service. So
exactly.
Yeah. So the last episode finished in July 2022. So it's been a minute.
Okay. Well, it is definitely a really good show, and I like Creag said, it is like comedic, like the comedic portion of it is like that's what it leans on.
This manga has me laughing all the time. I think was it episode 2, they make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure face.
Yeah.
And I rewound it 3 times. My brother walked in, he was dying laughing, so I rewound it like 3 times. We had to watch it.
God. That show's so good.
Definitely you should watch Komi Can't Communicate if you haven't already, because it is just it's a wholesome, funny rom-com, and it's starting to get a little bit heavier on the rom side. So so I'm excited for the next season whenever it comes out. So
yep, and it's got all the tropes.
Yep. High school, all that good stuff. So
high school, Chunibyo, you have freaking Kudere.
Yeah, there's a Tsunderes.
God, they have everything. They have freaking he, she / could be anything.
Yeah,
yeah.
Najima.
The best character in the whole series. Like honestly, really the best character.
Najima's God.
I love Najima so much.
I mean, they definitely carry most of the show. When Tadano's not carrying the show, they are. So
exactly.
No serious. I can't wait for Komi to actually. I don't know if she ever does, but I can't wait for her to make a substantial amount of communication, not other than like writing or whatever. So
she does.
She gets there.
She gets there.
Yeah.
She's got to read the manga, but it takes a long time. Yeah.
But I guess with that being said, I think it's my turn now, right? My last one is Dangers in My Heart, and this is on High Dive as well. So this came out spring of 23, and now season 2 is actually on High Dive right now. So have either of y'all seen this?
It's on my list.
On my list.
Okay.
The only reason why it was not on my list is because I don't know how long until I think episode 5, where it was like one of the lowest rated shows of that season. It fucking skyrocketed right after I think episode 6. So I was like,
I think it's actually sooner than that. I think it's like 3 episodes or whatever. And that's what I was going to talk about just for a second. Since y'all haven't seen it, I'm just going to give like a little pitch. Basically this show is following like an antisocial loner type boy. I think this is actually set in middle school as well. Like maybe they're like last year middle school. I'm not sure. Moving into high school. But it's an antisocial loner boy and a beautiful, popular girl. She's like a model and stuff like that. And they it's just about them trying to figure out who they are, I guess. Like it's like a coming of age, like relationship, your high school romance shit. But the thing that keeps people from this show, like Ash said, is the first 2 to 3 episodes, maybe even it spills over in the 4th episode, the male main character is shown to be a weirdo. And when I'm talking about weirdo, I can't even say
weirdo.
It now. Yeah. I think that like he's fascinated with murder. So this is the whole thing. He's fascinated with murder, and like I think looking back now, it's like it was like a facade kind of to maybe try to keep people away from him. He was always carrying around like the murder mysteries and like books, and he's got the emo goth thing going on. Definitely, just a weirdo loner kid, and in his thoughts, there's this one girl, the popular girl, that he really, really likes so much, but it's portrayed in this first few episodes that he would like to kill her. He would like to murder her. That's how he shows his feelings for her. Is in his inner dialogue, he's wanting to murder her.
So he's a yandere, essentially?
But that's what makes it so hard is because that's not his personality. That's just his inner dialogue. And like I want to say his facade. Because after he finally talks to her and they start like they have a common mutual place that they happen to be around each other at, which is the library. And they actually start talking and communicating with each other, and that goes away. Like after the first 3 or 4 episodes, like that's all you have to deal with that, and then it just disappears. Like you have your edgy, he's trying to be edgy, and maybe you have your odd like bullshit mentions of something of that sort, but it actually moved on to your like good high school or middle school / school romance after that. It done like all your lovely tropes that you get and that we love the most, And honestly, the second season like is even like it's your pure definition of that shit. Like it's way better. um and I like I said, I do see that why people would drop it, because I did drop it first too. And then I had people tell me, hey, it got better, and I rewatched it and I stuck through it, and now it's one of my favorites. I'm recommending it here, so it definitely go watch. But like I said, ignore the first couple episodes, whatever. When you get past that, I'm telling you, Anna Yamada, she carries the show, bro. So, but definitely check it out.
Okay.
But
I
that's
know
my little
Pete.
spiel.
Yeah, I know Pete talks about that show too. Yeah.
Yeah, he just watched it recently. I think they did an episode over it as well, and I'm pretty sure their thoughts was around the same as everyone else's about the first couple episodes. But like I said, if you can get past the first couple episodes, you're golden. This shit's good, so definitely should watch it. And with that being said, I guess Ash, it's your time to shine. Your last one, and then we'll move on to our last picks of the day with our hidden gems.
See, the thing is, like, I don't know if this one I wanted it to be a hidden gem or I actually wanted to be one of those ones that just to check out. But I'm gonna just bring it out anyways because I love this series. It's called Psychono: How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend.
I've had this on my list for quite a long time.
I've heard of this one.
I slept on this one a lot because I was like, this sounds really stupid. And then I watched it, and I did a complete 180 on this series. Think about it this way: the main character, this guy, he's like a nerd, like an insane nerd. He's got light novels. This dude's got mangas. This guy has visual novels that he loves to freaking just like toy around with. But he also has the great idea to wanting to make his own dating sim game. Okay. So he ends up enlisting the help of some of his friends, like one of them who's a professional actual I think doujinshi writer. I think that's Riri. I believe she's one of the. I think that's what she is, because she also is like she in secret does like doujinshi. Okay. Like she knows how to draw freaking shit. She has a writer friend who's an accomplished author, by the way, for being a high schooler, as one of his friends too, to actually write the script for this shit. And then he has his cousin who is also a professional musician who's like 17 years old, by the way, that is doing the music for this show or for the actual game itself. It's pretty interesting show when the first time you actually start watching it, because at first it's like all these girls love him. All of them love them. but then you meet, then he ends up getting inspiration from a classmate that he actually technically never saw her in any other way, who is, I think, is probably the funniest character in the entire show. I think her name is Megami, because of one specific scene that he remembers her, and she ends up being the lead to his dating sim game. Okay. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Like, if you haven't checked this out, it's funny. It can be a little egregious for people that don't really enjoy the whole the pervert slash ecchi stuff sometimes, because there is some of that in between, but the thing is, it's more of a subtle. It's not like if it was like Sekirei, where it's like bam, they're just showing you like right then and there. It's like a subtle one. It's like one of the girls will walk up to him, they'll like hold his freaking arm, and then like the other, he knows that they like him, but the thing is like he's in that like we need to finish the game. The game is like what it is. Like anything outside of this, it's like everything else is like I don't care. But he knows that he eventually is gonna have to like pick one of them eventually. Such a good fucking show, because like there's a scene where like one of them like holds on to him. She has fairly large breasts, but the other one doesn't, and he goes like I feel strange, like I'm being comforted, but then the other one feels like I'm in pain. and then it's like, and then it's fucking hilarious. But then it's like he's like, wait, no, we need to stop this. Like we need to get back to work. And then both of them are like, what the fuck? He just like blew us off like out of nowhere.
Like, that's reminds what he's like, me of 100 Girlfriends.
Yeah,
yeah. It can be a little bit of that. It's got some of it in there, but this one is it's just too funny. It's a really good show. I highly recommend people watching this because like not a lot of people talk about it. It's also like I think 2 seasons, and then there's like the finale movie that's on it as well, I believe.
And that's on Crunchy, right? All of the seasons and movies, probably. I think I've seen them on it. So
I'm on Crunchyroll right now, and I'm just seeing season 1 for 13 episodes.
Okay. I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
I think if not, it's on probably.
You think High Dive might have got it?
It might be. Because when I watched this, it was on Hulu when I watched.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was never on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've seen like one episode of this, and I wasn't able to keep watching. Not like I just randomly start shit sometimes, and if I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it, and I'll just keep watching. If I'm not, like I'll just watch something else. So
3 seasons in a movie.
My mood. So but I definitely want to watch this like sometime in the like close future because it's been on my list for a long time. So
I was surprised when I watched this because I have a very specific taste when it comes to certain romances. I need to be in like specific moods for them. I wanted to bring up More Than a Married Couple.
Yeah.
Less Than Lovers. Like that one's really good, but the manga is 100 times better.
Like, I almost brought that up too, but
yeah, the manga is way better. Like I'm like past where they are already like finished the anime, and Jesus Christ, it gets insanely better.
It's like such a great show.
Yeah, but Psychono is one of those ones where I need people to watch it because not a lot of people know of it, and they need to actually go check it out as well. Just it's the same thing with like me when I talk about Nana. This one's also one of those ones where it's like go check it out. It's actually pretty fun.
Okay. And is that's our last one of that?
That was the last one.
Yeah. So now we'll finish it off with our best like hidden gem or underrated romance show, and then that'll be it for tonight, basically. So I guess Creags, you want to get us started with yours?
Yeah, definitely. So my hidden gem romance is a show called Lovely Complex.
Damn it. Oh my god, damn it. I fucking love that show. Yes. God damn it. You want to talk about the best fucking pairing ever? Jesus Christ, that is awesome.
Comedy duo.
Dude.
Comedy duo.
Yo.
So
oh my god.
I came across this by accident. Like I think it was a Crunchyroll recommendation because I had been watching a lot of like romance, and I'm like, what is Lovely what? So I click it. I end up loving it. And basically it's between Risa, who is this tall girl, which cracks me up because she's like 5'8". It's not really that tall. That's my height. And then Otani is 5'1". And they both like other people. He likes this girl because she's short. She likes this guy because he's tall. Well, guess what happens? They date each other. So they're just these great friends. Everybody knows them. And Risa starts getting feelings. And this is how the story starts and we start progressing. This actually recently got a dub, I think like a year ago, by the company that distributes the Blu-rays. Yeah, because it was not dubbed.
Is it like Blu-ray only?
I think it's Blu-ray only, unfortunately. Crunchyroll has it subbed. It's 24 episodes. It came out back in 2007. I don't think it got the ending. Well, did it? Because the manga ended in 07.
From what I remember, it
I
didn't.
know it does end, but I don't know if it ends the manga.
I don't.
Like,
It might.
I don't
It might
know.
have been in that phase of anime original endings. Shout out to Maid Sama.
Shout outs to freaking Elfen Lied too.
Elfen Lied.
That one had an original ending. The manga.
Yeah.
I feel like this show gets like looked down upon as well for
it does.
for the
It does.
animation. For one thing, which, like I said, I've never been a judge of like animation when it comes to like these type of shows. Like,
it's funny.
if it's got bad
Toei
CGI,
animation.
then
that's the other thing.
What'd you say?
It's Toei animation.
Toei Animation did this.
Yeah, I mean,
your One Piece, your DBZs. There you
go. So it's definitely. It looks like it was made back when One Piece just started. Kind of vibe. So. I honestly think it's in the box format too, right? For a long time, or the whole show.
So.
Believe it was, yeah.
It's been a little bit since I watched it, but I really liked it. It reminded me a lot of My Love Story. You know, the big guy, the small girl. With this one, we just kind of flipped it.
Yeah, My Love Story, I would say, is more wholesome and fluffy. This is this is a rom com. So this is a true rom com.
This is the true rom com right here.
Yeah, but it is peak. Dude. Like I said, I really enjoy it. I think it's 30 episodes, 20 some episodes.
24.
It's not nothing.
Yeah, it's not many. Yeah.
Yeah, there is actual good conflict in this show too. So it's not all smooth sailing.
And the later half of it is some of the best romance that I've seen. So.
Oh yeah. So that is my hidden gem.
More people should definitely watch it. So I'm glad you brought that up. I was hoping somebody would. So,
damn, that's so good.
I guess I'll get with mine now. And I'm gonna. So I only said one, but this is kind of the same thing. It is. I've always liked you, and our love has always been 10 centimeters apart. One is 6 episodes. Our love has always been 10 centimeters apart. Is 6 episodes. And I've always liked you as a movie. And they're both 2016, 2017 area. Have either one of y'all seen this? Either one of these?
I've seen that 6-episode series once because I like the way how it comes to an end as well. Because it takes place 12 years after? I think from episode 5 to 6 is 12 years later, right?
Maybe. It's been a minute since I've seen it, so.
Because the guy ends up leaving, and he became famous. That what I remember. It's that one, right?
These are high schoolers.
Yeah. Yes, said it was a 6-episode one. I remember that one. Our love can be 5 centimeters apart.
There is another. Yeah. So you're probably thinking about the other one. There's another one called 5 centimeters apart or something like that, about a train or something.
No, yeah, it is this one I'm talking about. Yeah, because the main dude is the blonde dude. He ends up leaving.
Okay.
Fucking Haruki. He ends up leaving towards the end of the series or something like that.
Yeah. So this I've watched. It was a while back ago, honestly, when I watched this. But what I want to bring up is that I watched a movie first. Which was actually came out in 2000. I watched them in the wrong order apparently, but I didn't know that they was the same. I didn't know they was part of the same storyline. I guess you can say. I just randomly watched them, and so this is like I said, typical high school romance. But I love how they did this. This show, focuses on the main characters, but they also focus on the side characters, and I love it when the show does that as well. But the thing about this show is that one of these shows, I've always liked you, is a movie, and it shows the perspectives, the point of view of certain people in the friend group or whatever during the same timeline. And then the Our Love has always been 10 centimeters apart shows a different perspective of the same friend group in the same timeline. So you get the same story kind of, but it's different stories, but it's the same timeline. It's the same story happening. It's just you're seeing it from their like eyes and their feelings and like where they go, all that good stuff. And I love that they do this because, like I said, it makes you really appreciate how well they do the side characters because the side characters is essentially the main characters, and vice versa. So, it's a really fun watch. It's short watch. I think the movie is only like 1 hour long, and like I said, 6 episodes for the other one. If you've watched one, you should definitely watch the other one. You will. It's when you watch it, it's not like you're watching the same thing. It's just like, while you're watching it, you're saying, "Oh, I remember that scene," but it looks so cool from this side of things. Like you'll see shit in the background that you've seen in the other one, and it's just so fun. So. I don't think many people know about these two things. So this is my hidden gem, and I love this show. These shows. So
I knew of the show, I didn't know of the movie. So now I need to watch the movie or watch both.
yeah, I think the show is about the couple, right?
Mhm.
And the movie is about a girl, I think, and she wants to work up the courage to confess to her childhood friend who she also is crushing on. And like I think the first 5 minutes she confesses to him and he thinks that it's a joke or whatever, and she writes it off as a joke or something like that. So and then she has to build up her courage to re-ask or whatever, and like there's a whole like I'm sure some of the plot because like it's the same kind of thing going on in the episodes and stuff. So it's definitely a good watch. So but that's all I got for that one. I guess, like I said, I've always liked you, and our love has always been 10 centimeters apart. I'm pretty sure they're on Crunchyroll.
Yep, I checked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely must watches. Not many people know about them, and then I'll give it to Ash for our last show of the night. It's probably going to be a banger.
I mean, I don't know, man. So far, you guys have brought up the bangers, and because I've already seen them too, and some of them I have seen, and I'm planning on watching. But honestly, this one, this one I kind of have to like mention that the romance really doesn't happen until like the very
end.
Because you have to. It builds up. That's the thing, and that's what I like about this show specifically. The art is gorgeous. It's by Studio Feel. It's so fucking good. It's so good. This one's called Sukegakari. Like, if you have not seen this one, goddamn, dude, it is awesome. It's a very beautiful show with this main character. This kid's in fucking middle school, and he already knows what he wants to be. He wants to be an accomplished author when he grows up. So this kid is like a book nerd. He's a freaking like he reads books all day. That's his pastime.
You're talking about As the Moon So Beautiful, right?
I believe that's what the translation is. Yeah. I only know it as Sukegakari because that's how like I like watched it, and that's how I seen it. Like if you look it up, even on I think it's on Crunchyroll, it goes by Sukegakari.
Yeah, I'm just saying the English that way people can more easily look it up because a lot of people can't really spell Japanese. You know what I mean?
True. So. Yeah. But if when they type it into Crunchyroll, it has to be Sukegakari. That's the thing. So yeah, but. Dude, this show is gorgeous as hell. Like, it's really fucking good. It's got a lot of like mixed emotions. It's got kind of character turmoil in between. It has conflicts of love that it's like that, which is normal in everyday life. It's like you like this girl that you want to be with, but the thing is like she feels the same, but she doesn't know if it's like they do actually want to be together. And then there's another friend that comes in that's like, well, I mean, if you're not gonna go for him, I'll try to go for him. It's got a little bit of a love triangle in between, but it's like it's not the main show. The main show is just them growing up together. And it's like I don't know. I feel that it's really hard to explain it if you don't watch the show. because it's just a slice of life. It's just a typical like normal like stuff that happens, but it's just the way how the characters talk to each other, they interact, they hang out, the flow of emotions like some of the characters get with each other. It's literally them going also through puberty as well, and it's a really like good coming of age like romance as well. I highly recommend this one because it's just a calm one. It's nothing just insane. It's calm, it's a straightforward story, and the outlook in the entire time for the couples, it's amazing. It's cute as fuck.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
have
really
seen
good.
this, so it is. If you're looking for like the school, like all the tropes that come with like school setting, like it does
Mhm.
these very well. I'm pretty sure I watched this like 5 years ago too, so it's been a while.
Yeah,
So
it's more fresh in my head because I
yeah,
did rewatch it recently, and it still holds up to what it is. And it does the score that it has right now on Mal it's an 8.04. It's worth that. It is worth that. Like honestly, it is.
yeah,
Like it's rare when you have like a small like little 13 episode series like this one, and it finishes. It's done. There's nothing else to it. It's really good, and it's so condensed, and it's a fun watch. Like people should definitely check it out for it being like a really like light romance. It's diet romance. Like probably the best way I can describe it. It's diet romance, but it's to get you into the arms of actual romance as well, because this one's a good like starter one on top of that to get into that genre.
yeah. Definitely a good pick. Like I said, I really enjoyed it when I watched it back then. I know. I just can't remember exactly what all happens because I've watched so many anime since then, especially romance. Like it all
I
blends
get it.
together at some point, right? So,
It
uh,
definitely does.
but yeah, but I guess, have you seen this Creeks or no?
I have not, but I
Okay,
hear Studio Feel, and I'm in. They did oregairu seasons 2 and 3.
Yes, they
okay,
did.
okay.
That's the only reason why I really like Studio Field, just for them doing just romance anime.
I mean,
It's
if I
Yeah.
fun.
remember, like it's like pretty gorgeous. So I mean, it's got like
This
pretty
shit,
colors and shit. So
yeah. Like I'm still thoroughly surprised like how good it looks. Like even though it's still technically a more recent anime, it's like 2017 is when it came out, but it still looks really good. It looks like it could have been made in the 2020s.
yeah, definitely like you should go watch this. It's 12 episodes. It's probably on Crunchyroll. Um, I would assume.
It is.
So like definitely a good watch. I recommend it too. Is there anything else that y'all want to bring up? I would like to mention quintessential quintuplets. I know nobody brought it up, but we
Oh,
have to
Yeah.
I
bring
love
it
that.
up just a little bit. So
Yeah, we did leave that one out, but
yeah,
it's I talk about it way too much
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I don't want to go into like a big spill about it, but if you like the harem and the rom com situation, I think we've hinted on it a few times in the beginning, maybe. But quintessential
Hmm.
quintuplets is a definitely must watch. You can probably find all that on Crunchyroll as well. The movie just
Mhm.
came out like the last year or so, maybe two.
Like 2 years
So
ago.
like it's all out, it's finished, it's
Yeah, the
done.
ending's there.
So definitely go watch it. It's one of my favorite. I think it's definitely in my top 10 romances.
I own the
So
manga series
yeah,
for it. So,
Yep,
yeah,
me
yep.
too. I got all
Yep.
14 volumes.
I
I
bought the box sets for those. So
I couldn't close out the Valentine's Day episode without talking about Futuro and the girls, the Quints. So,
hmm
but
the Nakanos, man, the
yeah.
fucking Nakanos.
Uh,
Jesus.
but if there's not anything else y'all want to just mention real quick, then we'll shut her down, boys.
I'm good.
You good, Ash?
After the Rain, go watch After the Rain. It's
After the
gorgeous.
rain. Okay.
Okay.
After the rain, Crunchyroll, probably, I assume.
I think it's on.
I
I think
doubt
it's on Amazon.
it. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Might want to go pirate
Unfortunately,
that, but
pirate that one. It's
allegedly.
good. It's good.
Yep, it's
And that's
Amazon.
and that's it. And that's it.
But yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoyed our anime romance Valentine's Day special. We don't get to do this very often, so we kind of went a little long today. I was expecting about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I think we're at like about 2.5 now. That's okay. It's not our longest one to date. Still, Ash has definitely got that beat still at 250. So,
shit, I do. Damn.
But it has been a fun time, and hopefully everyone enjoys listening to this. And I will have Creags and Ash's links in the description, like I always do. Like I said, Simping For Senpai Podcast. That is Ash's podcast. They just bullshit, just like he's the definition.
Too much bullshit.
Like he's the definition of he really liked me for real. They really are. So Creags, he don't have a podcast or anything like that. He just streams and does Twitter things, and like he's our little co-host. Yeah,
so. I just lurk on the internet.
But I'll have all his stuff down in the description as well. So feel free to check them out, rate them, follow them, all that good stuff. It definitely helps us out a lot. And if you enjoyed this episode, or if you have any like recommendations, or you want to share your top, romances for Valentine's Day, all that good stuff, let us know in like my Discord, Ash's Discord, at socials is Twitter's a good place to do it. I think we're all pretty active on like all those sites, but that's it for us. Like I said, be sure to catch the rundown on Saturday sometime when it releases. We'll be talking about some banger episodes, Frieren, and all that good stuff. Peace out.
Watch oregairu.